Yo, super chats right from the top. We're not gonna hold you guys at all. We getting straight into it. I know one buddy, but two buddies sent through a super chat and said, "I thought Chilltown said KD was washed."
Did Chilltown say KD was washed? Of the people up here hearing me, of the people up here that listen to me talk, did you at any point did you hear me say KD was washed? Did I say that?
I've never heard you say KD is washed.
Damo, did I say that KD was washed?
You literally text me during a Laker game and was like, "Man, this nigga KD is washed." I'm joking. Nah, you didn't say it. Never said
that. Mars, if I'm not mistaken, you said he still has the goods. You just don't know if his car is going to break down at the end of the trip.
The goods is still there. The skill set is still there, but he doesn't look as sharp as he used to be. He doesn't look as fast. He doesn't look as athletic, and that comes with age. Does that mean he's washed? I never said that. Mars, did I say that he was washed?
Technically, no. Technically, no.
That's a yes or no question, Mars. Did I say he was washed? Yes or no?
No, technically you didn't. But when Ticket said it, you weren't exactly quick to disagree. So I could see why
Ticket said he was washed.
Yeah,
I mean, he is.
When everyone else disagreed, you were.
Well, I mean, look. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. Since y'all going there, when I say washed, Kevin Durant is still a great player. Kevin Durant is nowhere near the same player he was in his prime. The reason why I say that, bro, is all you have to do is watch the game and watch KD. He's unable to do certain things he was able to do easily.
Right.
In his prime.
Sure.
Golden State days, bro. You ain't thinking about putting no Cam Reddish on him one-on-one and just, you know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that. Golden State days, you're paying, and before then, OKC days, you're paying the utmost highest level of attention to this guy defensively, and you're not joking with him. They're putting Gary Payton II and these little undersized dudes on him. And a lot of times, he hasn't been able to win the matchup, or if he did, he struggled to do that. Remember, he got off to a horrible start last night. Darvin Ham, in the words of Damo, in the first 3 quarters of that game, was a terrorist last night. Because Darvin Ham unlocked KD and gave KD the keys to the game. KD started 3 of 8 from the field. And what did Darvin Ham do? You went and put Cam Reddish on this dude, seen Cam Reddish was getting cooked, and then did not change it until you had to in the fourth quarter. Now, Darvin Ham saved himself in the fourth quarter of the game last night because he did what he should have did from the beginning of the goddamn game, which was double team KD, take the ball out of his hands, and make everybody else beat you because there's no Beal, there is no Devin Booker. So that all that game last night, and then let me say this. Yes, when KD hits a couple shots, he gonna get it going. But Darvin Ham let him do it. That type of game, you give him no life. You're taking the ball out of his hands every single time, and you're making Eric Gordon, who wants to shoot every shot known to mankind, and the rest of them clowns beat you. But Darvin Ham had to switch in the fourth quarter, and he did 2 great things. And this is how I told y'all that KD still ain't what he used to be. When he put AD on KD ain't want no smoke with that. He wanted no smoke with that AD situation. AD played hellified defense on him. And then he trapped him and took the ball out of his hands, and it wore KD down. And we've seen KD get worn down like that before, i.e. in Brooklyn, when they did the same thing to him in the series when he played against the Bucks. And then when they did the same thing to him when he played against the Celtics, and he gets worn down, makes bad turnovers. And then KD, like I said last night, misses the free throw. But yes, when I say he's washed, it's because he's not the same player he was in the OKC and in the Golden State Warriors days. Those are 2 completely different players. Now, he's still good enough to where he can go get you a couple of these 40-point games. But there's not going to be this 39-point game. It ain't going to be like that too many more times this year, especially if those other guys playing. And let me tell you something. If they're not playing Chilltown, and I'm going to throw this in there right now, bro, I am very concerned about the Phoenix Suns right now. The Phoenix Suns are looking like a complete disaster out here already this season. The reason why I'm saying this, sir, they have no backup center, for one, no backup big man. Secondly, their bench is very suspect. If Eric Gordon is not hitting a whole bunch of threes, which he hasn't been doing. And then on top of that, bro,
We played 2 games to start the season. We haven't seen the big 3 one time together. We haven't seen the big 2 but one time together in the first 2 games of the season. So if they're not playing now, and you're not going to tell me that Devin Booker wasn't hurt, dropped 30-something, and then 2 nights later, he can't play, bro, and y'all get mad at me for calling out these clowns in the NBA for low managing, bro. Bro, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better be worried about Phoenix, because if y'all think KD can continue to do this, and this is what I mean, Chilltown, if they think KD can continue to do what he did in OKC, play like this and achieve, guess what's going to happen? He's going to get hurt again this year, and they're going to be done. Period.
Now, Damo, before you go, I just want to formally nominate Damo for president. He identified a terrorist before anybody knew the attack was coming, and he saw it before the world. That's what we need. Damo, you were right. I'm going to give you your flowers. You were definitely right. Darwin Ham is a terrorist of epic proportions. Get him up on the top wanted CIA list, top wanted FBI list. Some of the lineups we saw, some of the bad. Oh my, it was bad. I mean, I'm having real questions about whether this team can win a championship with him coaching. I think the talent is there.
Hold on, Jalen. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
How was that his fault though, bro? Austin Reeves got his money. He not playing up to Austin Reeves standards. He's not playing to the Austin.
I like I said, but it's just about the matchup things. Like, when you see KD do it, I think you put AD on him earlier. I don't think you put Cam Reddish on him. Some of the lineups, was it LeBron was playing the 5?
Oh, right.
Yeah, Ticket, your mic going in and out.
Yeah. Hold on. That kind of throws you.
Ticket, your mic is it's not good right now.
Because you're breathing on it.
Okay. This your mic? Yeah.
It's bad like Michael Jackson.
Keep going, Jalen.
I think you're good now.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I thought what was the lineup? I thought it was like LeBron at the 5, and Gabe Vincent was out there. Reddish. It was a bad lineup. Like, what are you doing? You have all these guys. Why is Rui not playing more? Gabe Vincent should not be playing more than Rui. That's one. Gabe Vincent 100% should not play more than Rui. Gabe Vincent is a terrible. He's not even playing defense. Like, I mean, I saw him guys getting blown back, getting blown by the backup guys on Phoenix. Like, he's just terrible right now. So I don't even think he should get a lot of minutes. But Darvin Ham, I mean, he's got to figure it out. Darvin Ham's got to figure it out, or he's got to go.
Yo, Damo,
please stop that, man.
Damo, before you go, I didn't get a chance to see. I actually didn't get a chance to watch the game. So I would like a brief breakdown, Mars. I would like for you to give me and everybody else who didn't watch the game last night or doesn't know ball a brief summary of what happened.
Bold of you to assume I watched the game on at 3 a.m. in the UK. But so from my deduction of the game, the Lakers couldn't make an open 3 to save their life, which was very detrimental. And Kevin Durant got played the same way people believe Steph Curry got played when Steph Curry played with Kevin Durant. So pretty much anytime KD got the ball, especially in like the second half onwards, he would get blitzed, have to give up the ball to Eric Gordon or Grayson Allen or Josh Okogie, and they'd have to make a play. And then that ended up making us see that the Phoenix Suns role players were not signed to play without Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and KD on the floor. So the fact that 2 of them were missing led to the fact that now we're having to see role players have to try and create advantages or capitalize off advantages of one person. And they struggled. And KD got I want to say 6 turnovers, which was, some of them weren't even his fault. Some of them were just the role players were just in the wrong place.
Hey, Mars.
Yes.
Mars, I want to ask you something because since you said that, and I know I think my mic is better now. Mars, I want to ask you. Let me ask you. Matter of fact, all y'all can answer this, but I'm glad Mars said what he just said. Do you guys think that Devin Booker plays next game?
Yes.
I think he probably will. Maybe it's just a little.
Oh, okay. So tell me. Let me ask y'all a question. Mars. Y'all respect this shit, man. 2 fucking games in the season. Excuse my language, Ron. 2 effing games in the season, bro. So you're gonna tell me you dropped 30 plus, Mars? Then all of a sudden, 2 nights later, you can't play on national TV. And this is what all of this is what Adam Silver and all these guys been talking about all summer long, Chilltown. And they start from the beginning of the season. So either he's legitimately hurt, Mars, and that's why those two were out, and KD was out there on Gilligan's Island by himself. Because Mars, he's going to get hurt if he got to do that all season long. And that's what these clowns don't understand. That's why I said KD ain't the same no more. He's not going to be able to do that all season long if these two guys are not playing. Bradley Beal got back problems. He's going to be messed up the whole season. Anybody know about back problems? You remember, Marge, if you know about Tracy McGrady and his back problems. That back is nothing to be played with. So his back problems could doom them, period. And then
what are the back problems, though?
Who knows? But Bob, your back. You can wake up, Bob, and your back don't feel right. And
back spasms.
You done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So but then look at Devin Booker, bro. We got to call this out, man. Is it load management, Mars, or is he really hurt? Because if he's really hurt, then he's gonna miss more than one game. Because if he was that hurt to miss one game, and then he can come back, he wasn't really hurt. If he can come back after one game,
the chat is saying he's out a week.
If he's out a week, that they're in big trouble too. They're in big trouble, bro. If he's hurt already and out a week when the season is starting, bro, Bradley Beal is not there. He won't be there. When is Bradley Beal coming back, y'all?
That remains to be seen. I didn't even know he was hurt.
On, bro.
I didn't even know he was hurt, to be honest with you. I did.
Y'all say this team's supposed to compete? They not, like Marcia said, what they did to KD last night in the fourth quarter. No, and you're wrong, fake ass Ricky Tan up there. You're wrong. Sorry. No, Darvin Ham, he redeemed himself in the fourth quarter, and he can't control, like Mars said. I'm glad Mars said that. Bro, that Darvin Ham can't make them Negroes make threes. How many threes, Mars, did Cam Reddish was standing in the corner wide open, missing them James butt naked? Come on, bro.
The Lakers definitely struggled.
I'm not about to hate on Cam Reddish, man.
But I just think some of the lineup.
No. Tell the truth, Mars. He was in the corner, wide open, many times last night. In the corner, wide open. Brick all them shits.
That was wins in the arena. That was wins in the arena.
The door was open. Somebody closed the door. I feel
the exact opposite. I feel the exact opposite. I think last night was a clear indication of the fact that the Suns are about to run through the West.
How?
If they're healthy.
Because they only lost.
They're not on the court, Bob. We're in the second game of the season, and they're not on the court, bro. We ain't 20 games in where guys are getting banged up.
Don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that. You'll see. Don't worry about that. That was just. If I'm the Lakers, I'm scared right now. They won that game by the hair on their chinny chin. That was too close. And then I'm looking at Anthony Davis towards the end of the game, before right as Bron came in to save his ass. When Anthony Davis Damo, you seen the game. I'm looking at Anthony Davis in the same possession, have KD at the free throw line, ball in clear isolation, and not go at him. Swing the ball again. Then he gets the ball back, not go at KD. Twice at the end of the game, same possession. It's still a 2-3 point game. Not go at KD. He was deferring, looking for LeBron. That's we can't have that. And I don't say we because obviously I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm just saying this as a basketball fan. We can't have that, AD. You gotta go at KD. You gotta go at him right there. And then what it turned into was a long LeBron James 3 that he bricked. I don't know if y'all remember the possession I'm talking about.
I do. AD was on the left block. AD was on the left wing at the free throw line, and he's got KD in front of him, and the lane was open. He could just go right after him, but instead he's got James on his left, and he's got Cam Reddish in the corner. That's what he's looking at, and the shot clock is running down, and James ends up taking a step back three from the long ball line, and it ended up breaking. I remember that play.
Now, obviously, they won the game. Like that was a hell of a comeback. That was good work from the Lakers. I can't take nothing away from them. That was fire. I was a good basketball game. I enjoyed that game. That goes against what you said. It doesn't go against what I said at all. I said that was a great comeback. I
ain't say that. I'm talking about what you said about.
Let me just get my thought off real quick.
Good.
I liked what I saw from them coming back in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe the Suns are gonna win it. I'm not a fan of either squad. So it was, to me,
I ain't talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about what you said about the Suns, nigga. I'm talking about the Suns. You just said you came in here saying you wasn't worried. You confident in the Suns. I'm asking you based off what you have seen so far, which is 2 Negroes hurt. One of them ain't played no games so far and got a back problem. The other one, he dropped 30 and didn't even play on the second night and on a nationally televised game on the second game of the season. How can you be confident? Hold on 1 second. How can you be confident in that, Bob? How can you be confident in that when at the end of the day you ain't? They're key guys who you're depending on for them to win. Haven't even showed you from the beginning. And the reason why I say this to you, Bob, is because if this was the Clippers, you wouldn't be saying that. If this was the Clippers, you wouldn't say that, bro.
You're asking me why am I confident in them?
Yeah, because I'm saying this was the Clippers, and this was if Kawhi and Paul George did the same thing in the first 2 games, you wouldn't have the same answer. You wouldn't say the same thing.
Let's stay with the Suns though right now. With the Suns,
no. I'm talking about the Suns. I'm talking about. I said you don't have the same energy, nigga. You don't have the same energy, bro.
Let me answer your question. Well, you can't say how I would be feeling if it was the Clippers because it's not the Clippers. It's just the Suns.
You said that before though.
Okay, but look, check me out. I don't pretend to know the inner workings of the Suns organization. So all I'm going off is about what I've seen. I've seen them beat the Warriors with KD and Devin Booker. I've seen them take it down to the wire with the team that a lot of people got going to the Western Conference Finals and some people got going to the championship. I've seen them take it down to the wire with the team like that without Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. A game that they honestly should have won. They just didn't close it out. They didn't have Devin Booker to come down and do what he does at the end of the game. So yeah, I'm very confident in what the Suns are going to do this year. I'm not pretending to know the inner workings, and I understand that in basketball there's tweaks. There's tweaks. And these are the younger guys. This is Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. They'll be all right. Now, if this was Kevin Durant, I'm just saying it's capping your rap, dog. That's all I'm saying. It's a little bit of capping your rap because you hold a different standard for different teams. Like I said, for the Clippers, if this was Kawhi, you'll be talking all kind of shit. Yeah, you got capping your rap, dog. My thing is this, though. But Ticket, you know this. You know this. You got to know your personnel, right?
You quiet, Ron.
All right.
Damn, man.
You got to know your personnel though, Ticket. Like you got to deal with different people accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, with my kids, I can do certain things with one son when he gets in trouble, and my other son, if I do that with him, he gonna break down and have start crying and shit. I can't do the same thing with both teams. Like if Kawhi Leonard was out already, I'll be like, fuck, throw the whole squad away. I'm done. You know
but I'm saying, hold on. But I'm saying their best player. Hold on. I'm saying, hold on. But the Phoenix Suns' best player is out, and you're not saying that, bro. The Phoenix Suns' best player, bro.
He's not Kawhi Leonard. It's different.
What do you mean? All right, hold on. Talk about he haven't won nothing. Kawhi's got 2 championships. He ain't won shit.
So now respect Kawhi Leonard.
Hold on.
Is that what you said?
Hold on. No.
There's some cap in your rap.
I'm comparing.
Now some cap in your rap.
Bob, I'm comparing Devin Booker, who is a man of nothing, who has proved to you that every time he gets on the biggest stage, Chilltown, am I lying? Every time he get on the biggest stage, he milks. Every single time, whether it's the last game of the series, he always folds. He might ball out the whole series, and in the last game, he always has a stinker, like he did against Dallas, like he did last year, like he's done all these other times. Hold on, Bob. Like he's done all these other times. So you have not seen him. We've seen him do it in the NBA Finals against the Bucks, where he fizzed out and didn't do nothing after he did all this killing. So all I'm saying to you is that's their best player. He ain't on the court already, bro. That's a cause to pause and look at this thing and say, you know what, man? Bro, they got some serious issues that we're game 2 in, and they just put this big 3 together, and we ain't seen them one time, bro. In the first 2 games of the season.
Ticket, besides Jalen Carter down there in the bottom right, my brother, besides Jalen Carter, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here with a bunch of pessimists. Y'all wanna see, yeah, Mars, especially you, Mars. You and Ticket, well, Damo too. Shit, all of y'all. You, Damo, Ryan, Ticket. Chilltown, y'all want to see the negative in this squad. Why don't y'all try to find the
What is wrong with this boy Chilltown? He is ignoring Chilltown. He is ignoring the injury fact, how that has an effect on the team. What is wrong with this guy? Chill. If you took De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings, they're not the same team. If you take Devin Booker,
I'm not saying that.
If you take Devin, but I'm saying what we saying is this, bro. What we saying is, bro, y'all. The reason why you said this team was gonna be dominant was because they had Beal and Booker and KD. Am I right, Jill? Ain't that why you said it?
But Big Ox, even if they are different players, they're integral to what they're doing. And if they ain't in the lineup, this is gonna be a problem. That's the point. And the fact that they're not in the see, and here we are. If they're healthy, it's amazing. Well, why aren't they? We just started. It's not like we're in January and February. We're in the season just started.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. No one cares if Kawhi doesn't play a single regular.
But you have to get off to a good start, Mars. You have to get chemistry to get rolling, Mars. Let me eat to you real quick. No, Mars. But here's what, Mars.
Let's just get rid of the regular season. Let's just get right to the playoffs. Let's just do that. Let's just end the regular season. Let's just go right to the playoffs because it's obvious. That's obviously what you say, Mars. You just said.
Obviously, not why I said. I said it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
Right. So let's
to end the regular season, right? Why does it matter that they missed the first 5 games?
So let's get
they are there when the playoffs begin, right? And they get enough reps during the season. They'll be fine. It doesn't matter if those reps come in the first 40 games or the last 40 games or the last 60 games.
That's correct.
The first 60 games. As
long as they
Devin's
going to play
during the regular season and they're healthy for the playoffs, they will be fine.
That's correct.
Assuming that they're going to miss the whole year because they're the first 2 games.
Keep going, Miles. I'm sorry. Keep going, Miles.
They might play together next week. They might play together in the middle of November.
Let's just say
play together, and hopefully they will then play from there on out. Just assuming they're not going to because of 2 games. I mean, like,
my question. My question to you, Mars. Today, it's April the 21st. It's game 1 of the Western Conference first round. It's Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker on the floor.
I mean, we can't possibly know that.
We don't know that.
Why not?
We don't know that.
Why not?
Come on. Y'all don't know. Hold on. Y'all don't know that because y'all don't know that because you know why? Hold on. Y'all don't know that because y'all know why? Because Chilltown is right. Bradley Beal, injury history. He been hurt the last few years. All the time. He been getting hurt all these last couple of years. Hold on, Bob. You can't trust him. He's been hurt. Devin Booker, he get hurt every single playoffs. Same hamstring injury reoccurs. He get hurt. KD, last 4 years, hurt every single year. This is the reason why y'all will say that. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Guess who y'all wouldn't say that about? You wouldn't say that about certain players like Jokic.
We would say that about every single person. We don't know what's going to happen in April.
No, I'm saying, but you wouldn't question. Hold on. You wouldn't question certain players and certain teams whether or not they'll be ready. The reason why y'all say
you
this
and
about
Chilltown question. We didn't question. Y'all did.
No. What me and Chilltown are saying is this. We're saying that if you don't start up the season, bro, listen, they got to get chemistry. In the Western Conference this year, every game matters. You can't give away games because Bob,
you and Chilltown came up here to hate. Y'all got scared. No, y'all got scared. Y'all got scared because y'all want KD to be washed so bad. Y'all got scared because KD was carrying the squad.
I never said anything about him being
pissed off last night, shaking in your drawers because KD showed he ain't washed. And now they came back and lost. And now both of y'all came up here juiced because y'all can do a little bit more hating on the Suns. It's pitiful. I can smell it from a mile away. I see what y'all game plan is, and I'm not allowing it. Y'all was up here yesterday. Y'all was up here yesterday, wanting so bad. Oh, KD, slow down. KD ain't the same KD. This and that, and this. And then he come out yesterday, busting their ass, and y'all was sitting back watching the game, shaking in your drawers, like, oh my God, how am I gonna get on the pen tomorrow? He's not washed. KD back around. He is who he says he is. We know his name. We know his work, and he was busting their ass. End of the game, Lakers come back and win, and y'all was able to take a sigh of relief. Now you want to talk this shit about what's gonna happen in April? Come on, man. We don't know who's gonna be healthy in April. That's crazy.
May I?
That's crazy.
Shaking in your drawers is crazy, by the way.
That's what they was doing, Ron.
Okay, so all right, Bob. That's enough of this nonsense. Because number one, Mars said we don't know. Mars just said, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misquote you. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So, with that being said, what is the current health state of the Phoenix Suns? Do you know?
As far as we know, that Bradley Beal has a back ailment, which is day to day, which is why it's been a game time decision every single game.
Right.
And Devin Booker was dealing with some soreness in his foot following the Golden State game. And I assume is going to be back sometime next week. That's the status we have so far.
And it's October. It's October.
So essentially what you're saying, what I'm understanding is that this thing isn't that serious. We're just resting these guys. Is that fair? This thing isn't, Devin Booker's injury isn't that serious. It's just soreness, and we're resting him. Bradley Beal with this back injury, it's not that serious. It's day to day. We just resting him, which means
precautionary is the word I would use.
Okay, let's say precautionary. I like that word. So it's just a precautionary issue. All right. So if that means that the way that these guys are feeling, according to today, the way that they're feeling, if today was April the 21st and they still feel the same way, and the playoffs started today, are they in the lineup? I'm going to say yes. And the reason why I'm going to say yes is because now we're taking this more seriously. So the idea, if you don't care about how you start and it matters how you finish, let's just get rid of the regular season and let's just get right to the playoffs, because this stuff obviously doesn't matter to you guys. You guys couldn't care less about this. Let's just get right to it.
It's about understanding that if there's 82 games and your guys aren't 100% good to go in the first 2 games, you can afford to not play someone for 4 games.
You can't afford it, Mars.
Yes,
you just gave away Mars.
I disagree.
You can't, Mars. Okay, let me tell you why you can't afford it. You can't afford it because in the West, Damo will tell you this: on any given night, OKC can beat you. On any given night, Mars, you think the Houston Rockets can surprise guys on any night? On any night, Sacramento can beat you. Like Chuck and them said the other night, the Western Conference is stacked up and down. Any team in the West will give you a run for your money. The Dallas Mavs is not a free game. So, hey, Ron, I want you to do one thing since these niggas is up here capping this morning. What is the next 5 games on the Suns schedule? Because you don't want to get
San Antonio, Philly, and Detroit.
Yeah, they play.
Okay, so look, so you look at Philly,
4 non-playoff teams.
So hold on, right. So they have a lucky stretch here to start the season. They have a lucky stretch to start the season. They got a lucky stretch. No, they got a lucky stretch that they ain't playing no killers. But I'm gonna tell you something, Mars. You F around and get burnt, and they drop one of them games to San Antonio because these dudes ain't playing, it's gonna come back and bite them later on, bro. Y'all seen this happen. Hold on.
If y'all seen this happen. This is 2 and 3. I'm not gonna be the one saying
this is the same This is the same reason why Ty Lue told Kawhi and them, y'all need to take the regular season serious, because now we struggling to get in the playoffs. We struggling to get good position, and then you don't have home court, and that means everything now in the West. Having home court. Look what happened to the Lakers last year. They didn't have home court, and they had to go to Denver and go up in the high altitude and fighting that atmosphere. Look what happened last year. Sacramento, it almost burnt the Warriors that they didn't have home court against Sacramento. They had to prey on Curry going to get 50 in Game 7 on the road in a hostile environment. So you need to take the regular season serious, because if you're a team like Phoenix, I don't care how many guys you got in that squad, you don't want to have to go play LA in the first round, second round. You don't want to have to play. You don't want to have to go play. You don't want to have to go play the top teams. Y'all got to take the regular season serious. That's all we're saying.
Enter tickets.
Enter tickets. Never argued against taking the regular season serious.
Enter tickets point. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to poo-poo one game. I'm not going to poo-poo 2 games. I'm not doing that. But Ox, in the middle of the season, in 2000, a prime example would be 2001. In the 2000-2001 season, the Philadelphia 76ers lose in the middle of the season to the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
They end up tying with the Lakers for the regular season. You know what that meant? That meant now that the Lakers now, 4 of those 7 games are in Los Angeles instead of in Philadelphia. So this could be the difference. Losing a game like this could be the difference in Game 7 being in your building, as opposed to now you got to get on a plane and sleep in a hotel and you got to come here. When I'm talking about the regular season in particular, this is why you do all of this stuff in the summer. This is why you get yourself in shape. This is why you eat the way you eat. This is why you train the way you do, to get ready for the season. Not so in Game 2, you know what, I'm going to sit down. Don't get me wrong. Guys need to be managed because they're older, i.e. KD, i.e. LeBron James. But a guy like Devin Booker, who is 27 years old, should not be managed like this. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in the lineup, B. For the amount of medical staff that we have, not only the amount of medical staff, but the amount of amenities that these guys have, there's no reason why these dudes should not be in the lineup. None.
Okay, so can I since we
after this we got to move on. Go ahead, you got it.
It's a great conversation.
It is, but
since
better conversation.
I got you. No doubt. Damn, man. Oh, so y'all.
Don't you be worried about where he lay his wood, Ron.
Keep going, Bob.
Yo.
Keep going, Bob. As you were saying.
So y'all. We had to answer y'all hypothetical question, right? Can y'all answer my hypothetical, please? Would y'all be having this same sentiment? Would this be the same feeling if the Suns pull out that game last night? If the Suns win by 3 instead of lose the game last night, do y'all still have this same sentiment towards the Suns? Hypothetically, obviously.
Even though the Lakers won, I'm glad you brought that up, Ox. Even though the Lakers won, I still see the same thing from these dudes. I still see James having to be the guy closing games, which is not going to work moving forward.
I'm talking about for the Suns though. Would y'all still feel this way about they're not going to be successful because Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are resting in 2 games in? Would y'all still feel this way if the Suns pull that game out?
I would. I still would. And I feel that way because I don't feel that way just because of the injury or the load management. You already know how I feel about them flipping this roster and how long it's going to take for these guys to figure this thing out. So I think that would definitely be a problem.
Ticket, you going to answer the question, Ticket?
Yeah, I mean, I already put me on the big screen, Ron. I already told you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, don't worry about where I lay my wood, man. Like I said, I already told you, dog. I'm not finna play no games with it, man. Bruh, y'all need to stop capping. Them dudes need to be on the court. You can't give up games in the West. If you give up games in the West, it's going to hurt you in the end. And plus, they need that chemistry, bro. You don't need lineups continuously changing. This is what killed the Lakers with the big 3 with Russ, LeBron, and AD. The fact that they never played many games together, they never got a chance to get chemistry. If you don't have a chance to get chemistry as a big 3, how are you going to know how you're going to play come down the season? And then, again, everybody role switches. I don't need the role players role switching every night because we got one player in, one player out. Now we need to play, bro. Period.
Please, Ron, one more point. I got to – and could this actually now let's say that these guys are healthy come April, which none of us know if they will or will not be. Don't you think that allowing these role players, Josh Okogie, Goodwin, Yuta Watanabe, all these role players to be in high pressure moments like they were last night, don't y'all think that's going to pay off dividends come the postseason?
I don't know if I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Rob.
Don't y'all think this is going to pay off dividends come the postseason if all these role players are allowed
to play big roles now?
I do dig that 100%. I do dig that. I think that these dudes need to be more involved in the game 100% because now moving forward they get more confidence. However, if you're going to be on the floor, you do need to be effective. You do need to be effective. So a guy like Okogie, there's a reason why he's on the floor, and there's a reason in the words of Reggie Miller, there's a reason why you open. There's a reason why you open. And watching guys like KD go one-on-one and dudes like Nas Little dive into the basket. No, my man, there's a reason why you're open. If you're open, shoot the basketball. It's that simple. So if these guys are going to be on the floor, they need to be productive. I think it's good to have them on the floor, but they do need to do their jobs 100%.
Hey, Shaq. Hey, Shaq, I see you down in that comment section. Hey, Dwight on line 1, he want to holler at you. You said what? You want Shaq? You want
Shaq
pass
actually? Oh well, never
Shaq,
mind.
He told me. He said he needs your number in Greece. Shaq, what's up?
Y'all sickos, man.
My issue with this whole Dwight Howard thing is, my man, what you talking about? It ain't none of our business. You the one that made it our business. Ain't nobody up here caring where you laying with who and who you laying with.
I mean, hold on.
You the one told us that.
Jalen. No, we're not doing this Dwight thing.
What the hell we doing?
Yo, we're not doing it. We're not addressing. We're not addressing Dwight. We're not addressing Dwight. We're not addressing his bedroom, and we're not addressing.
He said he know Dwight. He knows.
Hey, man, chat. Make sure y'all get consent, man. Make sure y'all get consent, chat.
Yo, fellas. I'm skipping over this Dwight topic, and I gotta hear from Damo. Damo, we haven't heard from you yet. Your team played last night. You guys pulled one off. I want to know how you feel about last night's game.
Hell of a victory, Damo.
And by the way, before we go any further, Damo, I'm sick of this. The sky is falling look from you. All right. Can you give me some energy, brother? Can you do that? Please.
The sky is falling.
Damo listening to emo music right now.
Listen, man, this is the first time y'all get to see me at the in the process of an entire Lakers season. This is what it looks like. I'm a real Laker fan. I wear the outcomes of our victories and losses on my sleeve every day. That's how I navigate life. I've been like that since I was like 8. I can't help it. If we play like shit, I feel like shit. When we play great, I feel great. Obviously, I'm looking like shit because I'm feeling like shit because we did not play great last night. Right. What I will say, let me address the negatives and the lies that I've heard up here. One, there's no way we're about to sit here and still have scrutiny and criticize Anthony Davis when y'all misjudge him, when y'all don't know who he is, when y'all want him to be somebody that he's just not. I don't get it. Anthony Davis goes out there, and Ox, the way you made it seem like this was still game one. I had to go back. I knew I watched the game last night. I had to go back, look at the play-by-play for the fourth quarter to make sure I remember what happened. Because the way you made it seem, AD was just ineffective when that wasn't true. AD hold on, again, let me finish because I didn't say a word while everybody else was going. Anthony, the way you made it seem when you're talking about AD not attacking KD, that one possession, you made it seem like it's the same with Anthony Davis BS when it's not. AD was the reason we got back in the game. He checks in the game with Christian Wood at the top of the quarter. He scores 80% of the points to get us in the comeback. He scores he scores 80% of the points for the comeback. He scores the and one that ties the game. And I want to say then LeBron starts front running and scores the next 2 buckets. And then AD closes the game with points for us. So I don't understand how we're going to sit here and say, because Anthony Davis didn't attack Kevin Durant this one possession when he got Nurk in foul trouble and forced him to go with this crazy-ass small ball lineup against us after we was busting that ass defensively when Darvin Ham, the terrorist, and God, yes, I was crying earlier because when Ticket finally admitted he was a terrorist, I knew my hard work paid off. I spent a long summer trying to tell y'all this nigga was a terrorist. And I was getting called all types of unknowing, dumb, crazy clowns for saying that man is a terrorist. And I told y'all from before game one, his lineup management is awful. His choices and rotations during the game and during runs, it's awful. And in 2 games, y'all see that. Now, yes, Mars, I do feel it's a bit of overreaction on my point. But I self-admittedly overreact off every game. I find the NBA season way more entertaining in that aspect because there's 82 of these bitches. I'm here for 82 more games. I'm going to treat every game like it's the goddamn championship because that's how I enjoy watching basketball, whether it's the last 2 teams or the first 2 teams. It's just enjoyment for me. So, yes, I am going to overreact every time I'm sitting there scratching my head wondering, why the fuck is LeBron James at center right now? I am going to be scratching my head every time I'm thinking, how is Rui, who we paid to be our 6th man, not getting more minutes than motherfucking Gabe Vincent? And that brings me to my last point. Dub, I will give you whatever you want. Nigga, take it all. Get this nigga off my team. I don't.
Yo. You said, Damo.
He out already, Mars.
You just
he is out, Mars.
Hey, no. Damo, you got Damo. You got Cappy over. Hold on, Damo. You got Cappy over after. Hold on, Damo. Hold on, Damo. You got Cappy over after. Damo. You have Cappy over after.
No points. Damo, no points.
Hey, Damo, no
rebounds, no steals, no nothing.
Hey, hold on, chill. Let me address something he said about LeBron first. First of all, you asked a question. You said, why did Darvin Ham play LeBron at the 5? That's because he was smart. Because he knows that Nurk is soft. Hold on. He knew that Nurk was soft. And that was the best thing to do at that time was take Nurk away from the basket because Nurk was eating glass last night when he wasn't when he was in the game.
Oh, he's so that's why.
Hold on. So hold on. Listen, hold on. Jackson Hayes wasn't working out at the center last night. He looked bad. And then at times he had Christian Woods in and out the game. But when he had Woods out the game, that's when he went and put LeBron at the 5 because what LeBron does is he takes the big fella away from the basket and Nurk is not a post threat to kill LeBron James. He's not a dude that's going to post up and just go at LeBron James every time. He's not going to do that. So that really didn't affect him when LeBron James was at the 5. So you're wrong about that. And then Gabe Vincent, let me address that with you too. Bro, I'm going to say this to you right now. You don't like Gabe Vincent. His energy is there. His effort is there. His shot's just not falling right now. Give him some more games. You got to give him a few more games, Damo.
Let
to
me
get
stop you right there.
Hold on, Damo.
I was still going. I was still going.
But you got to give him a few more.
Hold on. I gave everybody respect. I gave everybody their respect. All I'm saying is all the things you just said about Gabe Vincent, I get that shit from Austin Reeves. I don't give a fuck about Gabe Vincent energy because I have Austin Reeves energy. I don't give a fuck about Gabe Vincent tenacity because I have Austin Reeves tenacity. I don't give a fuck about none of that. The nigga is there to play defense and hit shots, and he's scared to shoot, and he can't defend shit. Eric Gordon was getting by him every possession, so I don't care about that. Hold on.
He did not play great defense.
I can understand the shot not falling. That's absolutely fine. You have to take the shots. There were shots he literally passed up, being scary. Legit being scared.
But he got the big steals last night. What are you talking about?
Now, I will say, Jesus, his defense looked a bit outmatched on ball, but he did do more. In the group chat, I was the one that said our finishing lineup should have had Gabe Vincent on the court with D'Lo. Now, he went Reeves instead of D'Lo. That's fine. But I said after the game wound down, and I'm like, okay, I understand Austin Reeves has 5 fouls, so he's not really being aggressive as he can. It's not his night. Cool. I get D'Lo is playing bad, and I said it. If D'Lo's playing bad, that's all we have Gabe. I get why Gabe is on the court. I'm just saying I'm not liking everything that I'm seeing. And that's the
no, I'm saying that like he had big steals.
He's playing like
he had, but you said he wasn't playing D. Hold on, he had big steals last night that changed the game. That was him getting those steals that changed the game in transition and pushing that ball. That was him fighting around and over those screens and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you something about Gabe Vincent. I learned, and Gabe Vincent made some nice moves getting to the basket. And even though he missed one of them, he put it there so where the Lakers get the offensive rebound and the stick back. So all I'm saying is this, bro. Gabe Vincent is a dude. I'm going to respect him. He just was in the NBA Finals. He just helped the team get to the NBA Finals. So I'm not going to disrespect him off game 2 for being in a new situation. He's a guy I think you got to wait about 10 to 15 games to make a real assessment on to where he gets comfortable in his spot, Damo. I think you're being too hard on him. I think you need to be more hard on Roy Hachimura, who got paid, and got daggone Austin Reeves, who got paid. Those are the two guys you being soft on. Hold on, Damo. Because even though Austin Reeves doing things, hold on, Damo. Austin Reeves is supposed to be the third best player on this team. He's supposed to be the third guy. Hold on, Damo. These are facts. These are the facts. He's supposed to be the third guy, and you are being soft on him so far. And he is the dude that doesn't look the same as he did last year. Roy Hachimura doesn't look the same.
I just sat here and said that I get why Austin Reeves wasn't on the court because he had 5 fouls and it took him off of his game. He was out of the game last night. He was not playing his normal game. I'm not about to sit here and call him 12 flavors of ass because he had 5 fouls, and I understand why his game didn't look normal. Game 1, when he shot bad, I came on here and was like, yeah, the nigga shot bad. He did other things well, which is why I like him, but he shot bad. We can't have that. But I'm not about to sit here and criticize and crucify Rui for playing 12 minutes. Why is Rui only playing 12 minutes?
Because he ain't doing shit.
I think it's fair to say if he plays more than 12 minutes, he probably does more. But guess what? Guess what that is? That is a coaching decision. And even you said Darvin was looking like a terrorist. So I don't even want to hear you say that.
Until the fourth quarter.
My ass. I don't care. There's no reason. There's no validation for the fact that this motherfucker Darvin Ham, I don't know what Gabe Vincent has on him. Gabe Vincent came to the team with dirt on Darvin Ham. I don't get it.
You're going to regret that take.
Gabe Vincent these last 2 games has gotten more minutes than Rui, and that is unacceptable.
You're going to regret that. He's been in the finals. Rui
fellas.
You know who else was in the finals? Tristan Thompson. And I don't give a fuck about Tristan Thompson.
School these young boys, Dale. School these young boys, Dale.
About Luke Walton? What are we talking about? He was
Shout out to my boy Dale in the building.
Yo, my man Dale only got a limited amount of time. He only got a limited amount of time. You got about 20? All right.
I got your back, Dale. The crowd be trying to disrespect you and act like, oh, look at Dale. I got Dale's back. Dale make the most sense on here. Outside of Chilltown, Dale make the most damn sense on this goddamn channel.
That's because you're a front runner, nigga.
Oh God!
Dale's a front runner.
Ticky, I'm talking to Ticky.
No, I'm saying so. Dale's a front runner.
You're a front runner.
Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go on mute for 1 minute.
Oh, so he'll be back.
All right. Hey, well, while we waiting on Dale, this is a perfect time to tell you guys that the group chat going crazy right now. Whether you want to talk about where Dwight's laying his wood, or whether you want to talk about if KD's washed, or whether you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, we talk about it right there in that group chat down there. Go ahead and click on that. I'm dropping it in the chat right now. And boy, it's going crazy in that group chat.
Don't talk about where I lay my wood. Why you worried about where I lay my wood? Why you worried about that? I got a lot of wood I'm laying. Why you worried about
yo. I just had to mute Dwight. It could get crazy in here. It could get crazy. But yo, how y'all feeling about y'all know what it's time to talk about. I don't even want to get there because I want to wait for Dale. I'm just gonna read some super chats while we wait for Dale. I'm gonna just read some super chats. We gonna get to that.
1 minute, I'm here. 1 minute.
We gonna get there. I'm not even gonna change the topic. We gonna get to that. Oh yeah. Whew. Y'all got smoked today. But Your Highness Charles said, I got a question for Ticket. You've been hitting the nail about Daryl Morey and Harden since day one. Do you think he should be fired over this drama?
Bro, y'all don't listen to me. I be telling y'all this stuff like it ain't nothing. Y'all be looking at me like I'm delusional. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I always end up being right in the end. Yes, he's gone. And the guy that's on ESPN is probably going to take his job. Bob Myers. Period. Yes, he's gone. He's gone. After this, you don't went through Ben Simmons and James Harden, and you ain't going to get nothing for James Harden, and now the NBA is investigating you for leaving James Harden. What are y'all going to do, bro? What is this? What is this charade that y'all got going on? What is this, bro? Bro, if you're going to send James Harden home, send his sorry ass home. If not, deal with all of the shit that you knew comes with him because you have been with him for all of these years, Daryl Morey. So it is your fault. That team you got on the court last night, Chilltown, the Philadelphia 76ers are effing legit. They're legit contenders in the East. They are legit. And this scumbag, Daryl Morey, is holding back the organization with his bull jab with James Harden. Look, get whatever the hell you can get and get him out of there, bro. That's it. Don't put this on the team where he show up, security gonna take him off the plane, and you can't come, and we got to rent. No, man. If you're gonna play, you bring your ass here to work and do your job. If not, you're going home, and I'm trading your ass immediately. Period. Ain't no other question about it. The fact that we doing all this Chilltown and chill. Everybody put some respect on my effing name. Ron. Remember when these whole ass niggas in this chat was talking shit to me when I told y'all about one Kelly Oubre Jr.?
They needed all 27 points.
Ron,
they needed all 27
Damo,
points.
you too, Damo. You sorry bastard. You was talking all that shit. How you feel now? How do it taste, Damo? Oh, no, excuse me. Damo. How I feel now, Damo?
Focus, Damo. Focus, brother. So listen, how about that?
Focus.
Focus.
Nigga, that's what Shaq said. Nigga, my bad. That's Shaq said.
Here the problem that we're having.
That's crazy.
The problem that Dell is back, so I'm gonna get a floor.
Well, we're gonna get back to Kelly Oubre.
But I'm gonna get a floor.
We're gonna get back to him,
but I definitely want to get into this Philadelphia. I definitely want to get into this Philadelphia logic. You muted that. You muted Dell. So Dale,
hold on. Hey, while we waiting for Dale, right quick. Indoor Voices said at the trade deadline, the Lakers should package a deal involving D'Lo and Rui to get Zach from the Bulls. Will benefit both sides.
There we go. No.
D'Lo and Rui for Zach.
Hold on. He'd be an upgrade for D'Lo. I don't know about giving up Rui.
Jalen, the Bulls are not doing that, bro.
D'Lo with a pick for Zach. I take that deal. I don't know if the Bulls are doing it.
If you're who? The
Bulls? Lakers. I mean, if you're the Bulls.
I was about to go into this with Philadelphia. This is why I was about to go into this with Philadelphia, Jalen. The problem that we have is that we don't. Everything is, Joel Embiid needs to get up out of there. Daryl Morey is the problem. Why don't we hold these dudes accountable? Why don't we demand that these dudes get better? Here's why I'm asking you this, Jalen. This is why I'm asking you this, Jalen. I watched Joel Embiid last night specifically. Joel Embiid, right? 3 for 9 in the mid-range. 3 for 9 in the mid-range. 3 for 7 on the long ball line. He was 2 for 6. He was 3 for 8 in the mid-range in the second half. 7 rebounds, 0 offensive rebounds. You know why he didn't offensive rebound? Because he doesn't get to the rim. He plays on the perimeter. That's why. That's why he plays on the perimeter. He was 3 for 5 at the rim. You know the one shot that he made at the rim in the fourth. The one shot that he made at the rim, it was in the fourth quarter. He didn't make any shots at the rim in the second half except one. 60% in the 60% in the second and 60% at the rim. Why isn't he playing at the rim? Because he's playing on the perimeter. We need to hold these players more accountable instead of, yo, you need to get out of there. You have to do your job too as a player. Don't get me wrong. Daryl Morey is responsible for putting the pieces together, but you also have to do your job. I'm on record saying that I was down to let James Harden walk out the front door and give the basketball to Maxey and let him run it. He looks like he's the guard that they need. 100% he looks like that guy. I was trying to figure out how the buyout market worked, and I think that that's not after. I think that that's after the trade deadline. Like, you can't do that right now because I'm down to eat James Harden. Whatever's left on James Harden contract, I'm down to just take that and go, yo, take your money and give the basketball to Maxey and let him run it. Let him run it. And
you get a second round pick. You get a second round pick for James Harden.
And you got Chilltown, and you got insurance for PJ Tucker not giving you offense because Mars. Like I said, hey, Mars, tell you hoes to put some respect on my name. Kelly Oubre is a top 5 defender in the world. Who did they put on Dame Dollar last night to guard? Hold on, time out, top 25. I said, who did they put on Dame Dollar to guard him last night? The top 25 defender in the world, Mars.
How did that turn out? How did that turn out?
Top 25 defender in the whole wide world, Craig.
Hold on, Jalen. That's Dame Dollar, Jalen. That's Dame Dollar, but hold on. They put him on him though.
Right now.
Which I'm glad you brought that up, because I thought that since you're talking about Dame Dollar, why aren't we talking about how Tobias Harris was taking advantage of switches with Dame Lillard? He had an effective game last night with just him and Maxey getting Damian Lillard in switches, exposing Damian Lillard whenever he was on defense, and they didn't go to him nearly as much as they should have. I'm out on Philadelphia for one reason and one reason only: Joel Embiid. That's why I'm out on them.
I like. Hold on, chill. Y'all ain't give me respect.
I'm here whenever y'all need me. I'm just.
Yeah, go ahead, Dale. Hey, Dale, go ahead, Dale. Get yours off. Get yours off about Katie. We know you want to get on your knees. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
Get to it, Dale. What's up, Dale?
Go ahead, Dale. Go ahead.
We know what you're here for, Dale. Dale, we know what you're here for, bro.
Ticket. I'm actually disappointed in his performance last night because I don't think.
You with me then? Okay, let's go. Go ahead.
Why are you disappointed, Dale? What's the problem?
I don't think he closed the game correctly. Just now, it was 1 against 3 every time he had the ball, but still, I think he could have made the decision. It was 1 against
every day, Shaq. Not every other day or every third day. Every day, Shaq. Is that what we understand it? It's every day he talked to him. You talk to KD every day.
No, I'm just saying. It was 1 against 3. It was trapping him, but I think he could have made better decisions on some of the stuff. And coaching on both sides was weird yesterday to me. Like, they kept Braun out too long. I don't know what y'all doing minutes restrictions, and they kept KD out. The plus minus was ridiculous that it was both ways like that with both of them dudes off the court. Like, it was atrocious.
I don't like the fact that that they rely on James, because that's a recipe for disaster. But the fact that they rely on him the way that they rely on him, because that's not going to get them dudes far.
I said that, Chill. I said if you got to get
we right back where we were last year. We don't have a guy closing the game.
Hold on. Can I ask a question?
Damo can be a closer. I disagreed with. I like when they have Braun at the 5.
Me too. I told Dale. Thank you. I told Damo that Dale. Great minds think alike.
Damo, why you don't like that? Damo, why don't you like James at the 5?
Honestly, he wasn't playing the 5. He was controlling the game at the 5. He's never playing the 5.
Yeah, Rui was at the 5?
You said what?
I said, so Rui was at the 5?
But it doesn't matter. It was about the matchup.
They playing 5 out, Damo. It doesn't matter. They playing a 5 out.
Y'all won the game. Y'all literally won the game.
They won the game. He spread them out. No homo. He spread the court, and he took them to the rack every time.
That won the game. There should be no reason why LeBron James is at the 5 unless Jackson Hayes is fouled out, or unless AD and Christian Wood are just like
but Damo, what we're saying,
or we're playing a team that's running that small.
Damo, what we're saying, hold on, Damo, what we're saying here.
I don't think they were running KD at the 5.
What me and Della saying to you, what me and Della saying to you is this: the Lakers run a 4 or 5 out offense. So what we're saying to you is that it doesn't matter who the center is at that time, because if the 5 is LeBron James, guess what happens? Now you have a mismatch of somebody that ain't supposed to be guarding LeBron, and he's going to do exactly what he did last night: spread the floor and get right to the rack every time. Guess why? And ain't gonna be no help at the rim, Dale, because whoever the 5 man is for Phoenix is going to be on the perimeter trying to guard one of them 3-point shooters. Thank you, Damo.
Remember,
It's crazy to me that Chilltown, you sent me that video and asked, what are we talking about? Of LeBron James on the sideline talking to the coaches in game one, the first game of the season, asking, y'all do realize I can play point guard, right?
Play the one. Y'all
do understand I can play, make, and facilitate.
I can play lead guard.
I just want to make sure y'all ain't forget that.
No.
So it's crazy to me that after that clip comes out and he's asking to play the point guard, our head coach or our assistant coach or our temporary seventh coach, whatever coach it is, because I can't say Darvin Ham or I'm a hater. They decide, okay, LeBron wants to play point guard. I got you. Let's put
Damo, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question, Damo. Well, two questions. One, why do you think LeBron was playing the 5?
Because we have a terrorist as our head coach.
No. When you look at the offense, what was he doing as a 5-man is what I'm trying to ask you. What was he doing as a 5-man? Just being the biggest.
Literally, he played the 5 for probably 3 minutes. I could care less what he was doing those 3 minutes because our coach is a terrorist and he shouldn't have been at the 5.
You're not answering the question. When he
Damo, you don't think he should ever play the 5 ever?
I don't think that unless the other team has like straight on. Go ahead.
When he was the biggest person in the court, he wasn't sending screen and rolling. He wasn't toasting up. He was bringing the ball up the court. He was facilitating as the biggest person on the court. Just like when you said the Suns didn't have KD. When Nurkic picked up his 5th foul, they put Goodwin in, and KD was the tallest person on the court. So who was the 5 then?
They put a small ball lineup in after AD got Nurkic into foul trouble, then they ran small ball. But at the instant when we were running small ball, which is my issue of us running small ball when we don't need to, can you tell me what 5 was on the court for Phoenix when LeBron or Rui, whoever it was playing the 5? Because our two
Kevin Durant, it was Kevin Durant, Goodwin. They didn't put a
Kogi, Kevin Durant, Goodwin, or Kogi.
Yeah, they didn't have a 5, Damo.
Was that the lineup where they didn't have a 5? I thought
they didn't have a 5. They didn't have a 5 because what you call was at the game, Damo.
Positionless. LeBron James was literally bringing the ball up the court. His basket to take the lead after KD missed the free throw. He got the rebound, full speed ahead, head down, go get a bucket. What at the 5 or whatever you want to call it.
What was it, the 4?
Now I will say this, Damo. What you call it was out on the court. The big fella was out on the court at some of the minute that like a minute LeBron was playing the 5. But that's like 1 minute. Other than that,
it was quick.
Back in the game. AD was back in the game. But Damo, what we're trying to say to you is this: you're going wrong about LeBron because you got to look at what the Lakers are doing, bro. Forget what somebody else is doing. When you're great, you make other teams adjust to what you're doing. So the Lakers playing the 5-out offense, that kills teams because what Darvin Ham is trying to do is he's trying to put a lot of shooters on the court around LeBron and AD and open up the floor. That's why they're playing 5-out. So what they're doing, or they're playing 4-out, 1 in with AD. So the reason why they're doing that and the reason why they're playing that way is because now it makes it difficult for a guy like the big fella for the Phoenix Suns who eat glass to just be underneath the rim, because if he doesn't get out to the perimeter or doesn't get out to the wings, the Lakers gonna have wide open threes all night. Now, like Mars said, they missed him. So like Mars said, it didn't matter because, Mars boy Cam Reddish was over there building the house over there in the corner, and the other boy was over there shooting bricks. So that didn't matter because. But here's the thing: you're wrong about. They were getting wide open looks. So that's the sign of a good coach. A coach can only get you good looks, Chilltown. The player, the professional, has to knock them down. If they're not getting good looks, that's on coaching. The Lakers were getting wide open threes last night and missing them shits. And then D'Lo was taking bad shots. I will give you that, Damo. D'Lo was coming out just jacking up bad threes, missing layups, missing bad shots. And I will say that the fake-ass Shamar Moore, Gabe Vincent, was missing. His shot has not been on. He's been missing layups, missing shots.
Can I say what sense does it make to have LeBron James at the 5 if there's no actual offense going on? If it's just watch LeBron,
No, it's 5-out. No, it's 5-out. What they're doing is moving. Hold on, they're interchanging on the perimeter as far as they setting back picks, but it's 5-out. They open the court up, and what that does is that allows LeBron James to have the entire court open and not have to worry about a big man at the basket. And think about this, Damo.
No. I understand the concept.
How many layups have you seen LeBron get the first 2 games? LeBron has got 10 layups the first 2 games.
That part. So what's your issue, Damo?
I get it. And I misread the lineup. I didn't realize that last 4 minutes of the third quarter that KD was the biggest player on the court for the Suns.
That's why they did that
out there. And again, I'm all for it when small ball makes sense if we're matching another small ball unit.
Right.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I could have swore Eubanks was on the court, but I could just be misremembering. I genuinely could be wrong. That's absolutely fine. If KD was the biggest person on the court, it made absolute sense. That's fine. Isaiah Little was the 4. Cool. Get it. Great.
Mars, what's up with your boy though?
I'm not gonna lie. Ham is still a terrorist. I don't care. I'm still gonna say it.
I just want to know when Mars going to admit that his boy is shit. Like I said, and I'm talking about Cam Reddish. He's shit, dog. He whack. I'm off him.
Did Cam Reddish play bad yesterday?
He was the Lakers' best defender in game 1. And now all of a sudden he's trash, I guess. I mean,
the nigga missed every wide open shot he had last night, and then not only that, he
3 open shots and missed them. I mean, but here you are saying give Gabe Vincent 10 games. Like, what we doing?
No, I'm saying Gabe Vincent been to the finals is what I'm saying. I'm saying that this dude ain't never showed nothing.
On the Heat and he's in the finals too.
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about Gabe Vincent was a big contributor for that team. I'm saying that this dude Cam Reddish, his entire career, haven't showed you nothing. He has showed you nothing, and for some reason, y'all continue to believe in this clown. I don't understand it.
So far, everywhere he goes, good defense.
He was the Lakers' best defender in game 1, and he played good defense on KD one-on-one. He just started hitting tough shots over him, which is
KD had a lot of
thing to do.
He did.
Isn't my fault that Darvin Ham decided to trap? You know what? I think it's a sign with Cam Reddish's defense that guess what? If it wasn't Cam Reddish guarding him, KD got trapped every other possession. But when it's Cam Reddish, it's one-on-one. They aren't trapping him. That to me is a sign that Darvin Ham believes in his one-on-one defense.
What do these dudes see in Cam
Reddish? He's been their
Reddish?
best perimeter defender so far.
Perimeter defense. We're telling you what we're seeing.
It's good size.
Perimeter defense.
Offensively, I have no argument. He missed his open threes, and he misses his threes badly. Like no arc, missing short, flat off the rim. No argument. Defensively, he's been their best perimeter defender. It hasn't been Taurean Prince. It hasn't been D'Lo. It hasn't been Austin Reeves. It's been Cam Reddish. Like I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar, but he's been a good contributor for them so far in the first 2 games. And I do believe at some point he's going to start making some open threes. Now, do I think he's going to shoot 40%? No. But I think he's not going to shoot 0% for the whole year, which I think he probably is right now because I haven't seen him make a 3.
So when Vanderbilt comes back, does that now lessen Cam Reddish's minutes?
Yep.
I don't believe so. I think
possibly, or you
it might lessen Taurean Prince's minutes.
I'm going to say that.
If Cam Reddish's comes around, you can play both of them at the same time. It just depends.
I'm pretty sure Jackson Hayes is going to see the court when Vanderbilt comes back. Personally, if I
he's not going to.
Why do you think that?
I'm pretty sure because Darvin Ham is our coach.
Not because he shouldn't be on the floor, but because
because Darvin Ham is going to go smaller and he's going to rely on Christian Wood being our backup big.
And they're ramping him up, Ron. They're ramping Christian Wood up. I like what I'm seeing.
And everybody that was sitting here bitching about Christian Wood's defense, eat my ass, nigga. I told you. Next to Anthony Davis, his defense ain't gonna be that much of a damn problem. His defense won't be much of a problem. You put him next to Anthony Davis, his defense don't look that damn bad. I told you that. I'm a Mavericks fan. As a Mavericks fan, wait till you see his defense. I've seen his defense. It's exactly what I thought the fuck it was.
Hey, Damo, you seen his D?
Oh man.
I didn't say all that.
Hey, but honestly though, with what's his name? With Jared Vanderbilt and Jackson Hayes, that's why I was saying after the first game, I wasn't overreacting. I was saying based on all the pieces you guys have, you can afford to make a trade. You can afford to package up. You guys are literally playing without Jared Vanderbilt. So when he comes, either he has to play or somebody has to sit on the bench. Jackson Hayes, either he has to play or somebody has to sit on the bench. Christian Wood, AD, Rui, you guys can't play. Taurean Prince, you guys can't play all these guys at the same time. You have a plethora of riches in the front court, which means you guys can package up 1 or 2 of them guys, even Cam Reddish too, and go possibly get somebody who's a little more fitting for you guys. I think somebody that can really be a solid third option, whether they start or come off the bench.
Jackson Hayes is a crash dummy. He got to go. He ain't going to last. He's a crash dummy. I noticed that already. That fool, Chilltown, did you see the play last night where he looked like he was up in the air ready to tomahawk dunk it and try to throw it to the wing and threw it out of bounds and fell down?
Because the dude hit him in the face and they didn't call him?
No. But I'm saying, no. But go look. Hold on. But Damo, this man was so high up in the air. He was all he had to do was dunk it. He was right at the rim, bro. Bro, he was right at the rim. And then he just last second, he just looked and threw it out of bounds somewhere. I'm like, bro, dunk the ball. You right up over the rim. He literally was over the rim. And it's just dumb, stupid stuff like that. He got to go, bro. He ain't ready for this, man. He not ready for this type time.
I don't think he has to go. I think he's like JaVale McGee. I genuinely think when I see Jackson Hayes, I see young JaVale McGee personally. I don't think he has to go. Those are the moments he has to learn from. And he didn't get enough of that when he was in New Orleans because they benched him too early and they had way too many bigs down there too. He has to learn. It won't get better until he learns by being in the situation, which I think this is a great situation for him. I don't understand why I haven't seen Jackson Hayes next to AD yet. I don't get why I haven't seen that lineup on the court. That's kind of crazy to me. I feel like when Vando comes back, hopefully that'll help. But I'm kind of ashamed of my coach that we have not at least tried. In the first couple games, it's all about feeling shit out and trying shit. Why are we not trying to put AD in power forward?
Does that mean I was just about to say that, Damo? Does that mean AD can now move to the 4?
That's what I was hoping. When we got him, I'm like, cool. Either AD doesn't have to play so many 5 minutes, or we have somebody to play next to AD, so AD can be the 4 once again, or play some minutes at the 4, and we really be a mismatch. But apparently,
just lost 5
concept. That's crazy. That's just against that. That's like foreign policy to my head coach, which is why he's a terrorist.
Hey, Bob, who y'all play next?
The Warriors. Tonight.
The Warriors?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, that's an L. Oh, Bob. Yeah, that's an L. So get my money ready. Get my money ready, Bob. We're gonna be tied up tonight. Get my money ready.
Hey, yo.
We'll see. Hey, real quick,
you made a bet too, right, Ticket? Who's the team you chose that you said would win 25 more games than or would win more games in the first 25 games than Sacramento?
Minnesota, wasn't it?
I told Bob that nigga, stop trying to put me in bets I ain't make. I said, Damo, I seen your sorry ass bragging about how you bought that shirt and bought something else with that $100. You sorry. I seen your ass yesterday. You like the shirt? And Jalen, you need to keep dreaming because you will never get $1,000 from me. You're gonna lose that bet, hoe. But back to you.
You gotta pay up on time too.
Yeah, whatever, boy. Damo, excuse me, Bob. Back to you. Yeah, Bob. Make sure you write this down because after tonight we're gonna be tied. And this is the reason I know why you wanted the Lakers to lose last night. You wanted to come here and talk that shit to me today. You really want to talk that shit to me today.
It's really not. It's fuck the Lakers. That's why.
Hey, Ticket, my nigga Eddie Wilson got my back. It was the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies? You mean the Grizzlies? Hold on. The Grizzlies what? Talking about the Grizzlies what?
Now you don't remember this, Ticket.
Oh, no. I'm saying, no. Tell me the bet.
You don't remember? You remember? I was gassing up the Sacramento Kings. You were saying the Sacramento Kings is trash. You were saying that they're not even better than the Grizzlies.
Oh,
then we bet who will win more games in the first 25 games.
I have to say this. I gotta say this.
What, Ticket?
I hate this nigga Chill Town, bro. Because Chill stupid ass said some shit to me the other day. We was talking about the Grizzlies. He was like, "Yo, Ticket, man, I'm out on the Grizzlies." But I was like, "Nigga, how you out on the Grizzlies?" Like, man, bro, they ain't making the playoffs. I said, damn, dog. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Based off what I seen in the first game, bro, I do not like the bench. I don't like, bro. Chilltown, timeout. And we did not give enough criticism. Bro, Jaren Jackson, you are on notice, bro. You are the defending defensive player of the year, bro. The man had 5 rebounds, like 4 points, and like 1 or 2 assists. I'm like, Chilltown.
He did have like 5 blocks, though.
Since Team USA, he's literally Milton in front of our very eyes, bro. I have never seen a fall so far from a dude that was putting up like 16 and 7 last year. The way he looks now, bro, Chilltown, I got to admit, man, I'm very worried about the Memphis Grizzlies right now.
Hold on. With Jared Jackson Jr., we've always known he's kind of limited offensively. He does have a decent 3-point shot. But
no, but he averaged 16.
He did.
He averaged 16. But I know I'm saying, but if you watch the games since he played with Team USA, bro, this nigga has been horrible all summer. And then I watch him. If he don't turn this around, bro, this will be the biggest drop that I've ever seen from a defensive player of the year. That won it 1 year and the next year.
Play 1 game, 2 games?
I think
I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about just that though. We talking about when me and Mars and everybody was talking about during the summer.
Right.
Jared Jackson Jr. couldn't get rebounds. How he was getting all these fouls, quick fouls, bro. And then
he always been foul prone.
He's always been a bit of a hacker.
I'm saying, but I was stupid enough to bet Ron. And this shit, I'm looking at them dudes, man. And then I found out that old boy got hurt. I should take the bet off the table.
No, it's too late. So you got over the end. It's too late, Ron. Money over the end. It's too late, yo. The money over the end. We can't.
Man, that shit's sad.
Hey, let me ask you something though, Ron, because while I was taking care of business, I was listening on my phone, and you were saying about all the guys that the Lakers have stockpiled up.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, of course I wash my hands.
Wash that, Daddy.
Move on, but we're not going
so getting crazy.
But Ron, so my thing is, why, like, Because just like Ticking and Chilltown was saying earlier, bro, people gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
It might not be serious injuries, but AD might tweak roll an ankle, or Rui might
that's too much for AD.
Bang an elbow or something. You know what I'm saying? If AD rolls an ankle, he'll be out for 3 months.
Yeah, that's too much for AD.
So not AD. Let's say if Rui might sprain an ankle. LeBron might, you know what I'm saying, hurt himself doing a TikTok dance with baby girl.
Oh, damn.
And something might happen, right?
Yeah.
So for those reasons, that's why I feel like the Lakers should keep that team. I don't know about making trades. I think guys like Jackson Hayes, all these guys that they have stockpiled up, like those guys are going to come in handy. Like the 82 game, and we all know this. And most of us have. Well, I don't know how long leagues were in the places you were playing Ticket and Showtime and stuff. Like I don't know, but for typically I've never played an 82 game season in my life. You know what I'm saying? But even playing like 30 games, stuff like that. The next guy up mentality is necessary. You need that next guy up. Even if you only play 8 games today, 7 games tomorrow, 12 games today, one day we're gonna need you to play 25. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm against
straight, by the way, 25 like straight.
Bob, right. I hear what you're saying. The Lakers are legitimately 12 deep right now, and I'm adding Max Christie into that too. He can go 12 deep into his rotation. I'm not saying, I like the reason why I'm saying this is because I like all the players that they have. My only issue with the Lakers is I think they need a reliable third option. Somebody who, for instance, I'm just gonna throw out Bojan Bogdanovic, for instance.
Ron, don't talk like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta get time. I think we're jumping the gun here a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody like that, I think they can give up a couple of these guys, go get Bojan, and they can have a reliable.
Is Bojan better than Austin Reeves, though? Is Bojan even better than Austin?
Are you
Reeves?
shitting me, Jalen?
They're similar caliber.
And I'm just throwing out a name, for instance. It's a bunch of guys around the league where I'm saying a guy that can come off the bench and for sure give you an immediate spark.
You know who has that? The Milwaukee Bucks got that. They got a guy that can come off the bench and give you an immediate spark.
I think Rui can do that.
They absolutely have that. Absolutely, Milwaukee got that. Not only does Milwaukee have that. If you were watching Milwaukee last night, one of the things I really appreciated about Giannis, it kind of gave me a Kobe and Shaq vibe. Now, I want you to follow me on this. It kind of gave me a Kobe and Shaq vibe where when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, Giannis made it clear, come get the basketball. I helped get us here. I helped get us here. You finish it. Because if you watch Giannis yesterday, he did not want to go to that stripe. He did not want to go to the stripe in the meat and potatoes of the game. And because he didn't want to go to the stripe, this is exactly why Damian Lillard was brought there. I'll get us in it. I'll keep us in it. You end it. And that's what it's like.
James did both of them. And James kept him in it and brought him.
And so
Giannis was out there learning from Hakeem. Traveling every damn play.
Did you see that? I did see that.
You know what, Gilbert Arenas? You were right. Because I saw Giannis travel like 19 times. So Gilbert Arenas, Giannis waited to get 50K. Because every time I saw Giannis try going in the post, there was a travel. Every single time.
It's the mental thing. He talking about his Dame's team.
He is talking about that. He is talking about that.
So is Dame's team already?
Giannis is a humble fella. Come on, man.
That's some sucker shit, Ron.
That's not.
Giannis probably make his wife pump gas too.
Time out. Yo, Shaq said the same thing about Kobe. What do you? Shaq said Kobe's better than him.
What? That was some sucker shit too.
All right.
Even if he's wrong, but
that was different. This is a whole different thing. He just got here 5 days ago.
Watching Giannis, I'll keep us in it. I help keep us in it. And then when we get to the meat and potatoes of the game, you end it. Giannis still looks like he's got those same worries at the free throw line. Even though he's actually sped up his routine, he looks like he still has those same worries at the free throw line, and he doesn't want to go to the stripe. So it's hard to go to him in the meat and potatoes of the game for buckets.
But
not that he can't.
Why would you go to him when you have Lillard? Like, I understand. I think Giannis is incredibly smart. He understands he has Damian Lillard, one of the best shot makers in the league, great free throw shooter. So at the end of the game, I'm giving to Lillard all the time. Now, if he finds Giannis open, he could dunk the ball, get a layup. That's fine. But at no point during the season or in any playoff game am I getting Giannis the ball with 20 seconds left. Zero chance. You put the ball in Lillard's hands and you let him make a play.
Did you steal Tupac jersey the night he passed away?
The Tupac jersey the night he passed away?
Yeah, you remember you got the same shirt he had on the night he passed away.
We got that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, shout out my boy Will Smith.
Even if that's my point. I ain't saying that you go to Giannis for the last shot. I ain't saying that you go to Giannis in the last 45 seconds. That's what Dame is there for. He's going to be there to close games out. And it looked to me like Giannis was comfortable with that. Like, yo, come get the basketball. You are the guy.
Season, chill. In the regular season, chill. Y'all overglazing Dame, man. We've seen this from Dame.
We have.
We know what this is what Dame does in the regular season. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing to be surprised about. He does this in the regular season all the time. He's done it a couple times in the postseason, but when it gets to the biggest stakes, that's when I want to see if he can do what he did last night. And to be honest with y'all, bro, the refs in the NBA are so bad, bro. Listen, I love Giannis. That was an air ball, bro. That ball should have been turned over and gone back to the.
No, it's not. According to and the reason why it's not coming from a referee, according to the rules in the NBA, if I go up for a shot and it slips out of my hand, I can get it back. That is not a travel.
What?
That was legit. Yes, that's in the rule book, sir.
If I go
up for a shot and the ball slips out of my hand, which it did,
he tried to lay it up
and it went over the rim because it slipped out of his hand, I can still get the ball back. That's a rule.
That's insane.
Yes,
that's like that. I never heard that. That's carrying, bro. But I just think, like I said again, no knock. Dame does this. Shout out to Dame. He do this during the regular season all the time. This ain't nothing new. He gonna do it a lot more this year. He probably, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is one thing we didn't say. Dame might win MVP this year.
Y'all didn't say that. You didn't say that.
I said that. Dame might win MVP this year because I see Giannis's production is going to go down scoring wise. I think they're going to let Dame terrorize the NBA this year, bro. I think Dame is going to win the MVP award. If they win he's going to beat out Tatum. Chill. They win the same. If they win the East and they got like the most, like if they're up there for the most wins in the league, Dame's going to win MVP, bro.
See, nigga, you a front runner.
Dame is out here. If Dame is out here getting 17 free throws a game, if Dame is out here putting up 12 3, like y'all can sit here and glaze that bullshit performance if y'all want to. I see through it. I see through the facade. That is still the same.
But he averaged 30 last year.
You see through what, Damo?
I've seen Damian Lillard. I've seen for the past couple years.
No, but Damo averaged 30 last year.
Damo, don't start hating. He's not in Portland no more. He's not in Portland no more. He has a roadmap. He has a blueprint right now.
I'm gonna keep it hot. Cool. They won the game. He did enough for them to win the game. But if we really about to sit here and look at 4 for 12 from the free throw line with goddamn 17 free throws and say, oh, yeah, that 39 was crazy. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not about to
get the fuck out of here.
Do you agree with that, bro? Do you agree with that,
I will get the fuck out of here. I will. That's crazy.
Mars,
I'm with you, Damo. I'm 100% with you.
But Damo
the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy.
Hater, so why would I?
What is crazy?
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying because Damo act like Dame didn't average 30 this past season. Like he ain't going to keep doing it.
39 for Dame is the fluke.
I literally just said. That 39 was a fluke 39. That reminds me of a Prime Harden game.
And what did Prime Harden do every night? Night in.
Harden was dropping
night in, night out.
25 of it came from free throws.
And what did he do night in and night out?
39 or 31% true shooting is a Prime Harden game, then Prime Harden's a top 10 player of all time.
17 free throws. I ain't trying to hear it, man. I ain't trying to hear
Like
it.
the free throws
if you get 17 free throws, you better have 39 fucking points. That's all I'm saying. If you chuck 12 threes, like you better hit 4. God, you should have hit more.
Did he deserve all those free throws? I thought he got fouled on a lot of those free throws.
We're not talking about what's deserved.
He's Jalen. Stop taking it serious.
I'm just saying.
We talking about deserved and not deserved. No one cares about that. All I'm saying is 17 free throws is nasty. The 12 threes is nasty. I'm going to continue to say his volume from shooting is nasty. You don't care what percentage he shoots. It's playing with Giannis. There should be no reason he's shooting fucking 12 threes. Personally, that's just me.
Why not?
I'm not impressed. I wasn't impressed last night. I wasn't.
Why not? No. What did Dame tell you guys? And you niggas refused to listen. He sat up here and told you guys, I'm playing with Giannis. He said, I'm playing with Giannis. Y'all got to pick your poison. Either I'm going to make 9 threes or y'all going to guard Giannis.
Which he's not.
He also said he don't run from the line, proceeded to force his way out of Portland, and then divorce his wife. So obviously there's a lot of running from grinds. This nigga's a liar.
Dom, you said you like it.
39 is 39.
I was listening. I was listening when you said you like it nasty.
Yo, ticket
nasty. Actually,
you just said right.
Yo, ticket. This method
Hey, Ron. Don't y'all be worrying about where I lay my wood at, Bob. I got a lot of wood. It's wintertime. Don't worry about where I lay this wood.
Terrible.
All right, so I got some more super chats to get into. Jerome Henderson said Lakers are playing team like that motherfucking beam,
Hey,
baby.
Bob. You just worry about playing D. You worry about playing D. Make sure you play D.
What was that super chat, Ron? That you just had?
You play like the beam. You like the beam.
Yeah, I think Lakers will be fine. I think Rui's going to come into his own again, be a six-man off the bench, six-man of the year caliber player. Austin Reeves is going to be Austin Reeves. The whole third player from the Lakers, Reeves or D'Lo can be that third option on any given night. D'Lo can give you 20, 25 any given night, or he can give you 12. But Reeves can give you 20 any given night. So
believing in D'Lo is only going to bring heartbreak, Jeremy.
Man, sometimes heartbreak is needed to.
I'm saying now. Don't get me wrong.
Say the same thing about the Sacramento Kings.
I'm saying it's better. We will as soon as we talk some more shit about the Lakers, we'll talk some shit about the Kings too.
We could do that.
I'm trying to move off of the Lakers. We didn't talk about the Lakers for the whole hour and 20 minutes.
It's better to have loved and lost than not to have never loved at all. So I understand.
Of course.
Keep pushing that D'Lo narrative. I'll put my money on Austin Reeves before I put my money on D'Lo though.
Oh, and Ron, can I just say the reason why the Suns lost that game again? No Bo minutes.
Zero again for the second straight game.
That's what I wanted to ask, but
second straight game. 0 minutes from Bo.
Bo's trash. It's official. He's trash, and if he ain't getting no burn. But Mars, I want to ask you a question. How did you feel about the coaching? How did you feel about the coaching you saw last night? If you watched the game, how did you feel about the coaching you saw from the new coach for the Bucks? Because you talk so much how bad that Budenholzer was. Did you notice anything from the Bucks coach that you like or didn't like or dislike? I would like to hear your answer on that.
I saw him run a zone. I don't think I saw Budenholzer do that. I was like, oh, nice. He ran the zone for a couple of possessions. I didn't like some of his plays, like to end quarters or to close the half. Felt like it just ended up just turning into ISO ball. Didn't really get a good shot. But they got rid of Terry Stotts, who I think was their offensive coach. So I think they're just going to take some time with that. Defensively, I do like a lot of what they are doing, but I do think it's going to be hard to hide Damian Lillard. And if he's persistent on some switching on the perimeter, they might get exposed. So I just think I want to give him time because I still think there's some things that I think take time to figure out. And I want to see how he manages to figure out Damian Lillard on defense because he is one of the worst defenders in the NBA, despite the fact that people don't really like to talk about that fact.
Yeah, but did you like how he used the because I want to talk about this too, Chilltown, real quick. One thing I noticed, and I didn't like it, he played Giannis more minutes than we ever seen Giannis play in the regular season last night.
And here's the thing, no ticket. I thought that was a good thing, how diplomatic he was. Him and Giannis on the sideline were having a discussion, and Giannis is telling him about him taking him out of the game. Let me rock. And I thought that with him putting Giannis back in the game, I like that that's a coach that'll listen to you. Right. That'll actually listen to you.
Yeah, I'm saying because now it must have been that Budenholzer just wanted to limit Giannis minutes during the regular season. See what I'm saying? And then ramp him up and play him outrageous minutes in the playoffs. My thing is by saying that is do y'all think and Malik Beasley goes from being on the bench from the Lakers to a starter for the Milwaukee Bucks. Picture that. So but he didn't do that last night, but the bench. What did y'all think about the Milwaukee Bucks bench? We ain't even talk about that. What did y'all think about?
I like the minutes Jay Crowder gave him. Jay Crowder was very good for them. In my opinion.
He was very productive.
I'm waiting for Pat Connaughton to figure out how to shoot again. Wow.
He got one of the easiest jobs, Mars, in the NBA.
He's streaky though. Pat Connaughton, when he gets hot, he'll knock some down, and he'll have games where he goes 1 of 5.
Here's the
or 0.
I don't. He was like a 40% shooter, and then like the last like.
What do y'all think about? What did y'all think about Danny? What did y'all think about Philly's bench and Danny Green getting minutes off that bench?
He didn't look bad. He didn't look bad though.
He get the Udonis.
But chill. Listen,
he did not look bad.
But he ain't supposed to be getting no minutes at this point in his career, bro.
Yeah,
they don't have backup guards. It's either him or like Korkmaz.
Well, no, I'm saying
especially with James Harden out.
Milton's in Minnesota. Shake Milton's in Minnesota.
D'Anthony Melton. That's who I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. But he started last night. He's usually a reserve, but Kelly Oubre gave them damn good minutes last night. Pat Beverly came off the bench and also gave them some good minutes. Paul Reed, I don't really know what to do with him, Ticket. Like 1 minute, he looks like he could be a real good dirty work guy, and the next minute, he looks like he shouldn't even be in the NBA because he looks lost. He looks lost on rotations. He won't rebound. He doesn't run the floor. He looks lost in the offense. Like he'll get the ball at the top. I saw him get the ball on not the top of the key. I'm sorry. I saw him get the ball on the left wing, and the shot clock was running out. He looked like Manute Ball. How Manute Ball shoots when shooting the ball behind his head. Looked like he almost threw the ball over the backboard. So I really don't know what to do with Paul Reed because 1 minute he looks like he's completely comfortable in what they're doing, and the next he looked like he shouldn't even be on the floor. And he's getting consistent minutes off the bench.
I know you do Paul Reed. You sit his ass down and put in Mo Bamba.
Oh, y'all crazy. Hey, let me say this, Damo, but I do think my boy, I think Kelly Oubre Jr. is gonna win 6 Man of the Year, bro. I think he's gonna win 6 Man. I think he's gonna be up there for 6 Man of the Year this year, bro. Because if he's playing 30 minutes off the bench, which is what he's gonna pretty much play with this team, and Kelly Oubre is a good player, man. He competes defensively, bro. Bro, y'all was laughing when I said he's top 25 defender in the league, bro. Bro, dude was chasing Dame Dollar off them screens last night. Mars, he was locked in defensively, bro. This cat compete. Did y'all even watch him? Did y'all even watch him to see whether or not y'all agree? Because y'all told me y'all was gonna watch him this year after I said he was top 25 defensively. I just want to know, did anybody pay attention to Kelly Oubre last night?
I mean, defensively, I thought he was giving effort, but like I thought he was always a bucket. Kelly Oubre is a guy who can get you 20, 25 any night, or he can shoot 2 for 12, right? But I think with the Sixers, they need his scoring, especially with no James Harden. I think he will play a key piece, and he'll probably be their, third lead scorer a lot of the times. If he averages 18 to 20 points a night, I will not be shocked. I think he's going to average.
No, but I'm talking about his defense too, though. Do you think?
20 a game? Damn.
No, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't he starting in Charlotte?
He might be coming off the bench. He might get started
starting or off the bench. I mean, Kelly Oubre going to get his shots up.
Right. And if he's playing significant minutes as opposed to like we saw last night, I think he played 30 minutes last night. Well, if the next game we played 32 minutes last night. Well, the next game, if he's playing like 17 minutes, I mean, how effective is he going to be? That goes into
he can't play 17, Chill.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He has to play those.
This is what I'm saying. Well, this is what I'm saying, Ticket. I'm thinking, does that fall now into the line of what you're talking about as being a defender? Let's just say he plays 18 to 20 minutes in one game. Does that mean that now all he's doing is defending? Is that the way he could be more effective? Yes, I think he could be that way. Because I watched him chase Damian Lillard going under. I watched him going over the top of screens and chasing Damian Lillard off screens and doing a good job at contesting shots. I did watch him do that. The question with Kelly Oubre, because I never really watched him defensively. I always thought he was a bucket. The question is can he be consistent defensively without fouling?
Ticket wasn't lying. Kelly Oubre is a hard-nosed player. Like I watched him play for the Suns. I watched him play for the Hornets.
The only reason people don't view Kelly Oubre that way, and I know maybe bad timing with all the Dwight Howard news, is because of the way he looks. That's the only reason he's not viewed as like this tough, gritty defensive player. Because he's viewed as one of the quote-unquote attractive players in the NBA.
He's like Matt Barnes.
Hold on, Mars.
He's a defensive player. Now, top 25, I don't know. We'd have to do a list.
Come on, Mars. Tell the truth, Mars.
He's a defensive player. That's what he is.
We can't name 25 defenders better than him right now in the league. Because Mars, he picks up full court. He gets on you. He's like a fly on shit. He gets on you and he's on you. Period. I mean, he defends you the whole way. And if you watch how he was defending Dame, Dame just makes tough shots. But he was on Dame like glue, and he has significant more size than Dame. So to chase a guy like that, I'm trying to tell you, bro, and give you 27 Chilltown, and he's so high energy. He's like a high-strung type of player.
For sure.
He's gonna give you 16, 17 points a game. I told y'all, watch him.
That's why I couldn't believe that it took him so long to get signed. I'm like, what do you, Miami?
Very low IQ on offense. That's why.
Yeah. But the thing with Oubre too, though, if that shot's not falling, he's not playing hard on the defensive end. But he's that guy where like
Jalen, you haven't watched him play. You just haven't, Jalen. You just haven't watched him play.
He plays hard. Like he'll play hard regardless. Now, whether or not once again the IQ, maybe that will wane with the shot making. Cool, but he'll play hard. Like he'll make the effort. He might just maybe fall asleep, miss a rotation here and there, but he'll try. And offensively, the reason why he didn't get signed is because, first of all, they view his 20 points as empty. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. I think he's a decent scorer. He's just very low IQ on offense. Very, very low IQ. He's not going to pass the ball, first of all. So if he gets the ball, it's going like MPJ effect. And then when it comes to just making
off
the
the
right
field.
reads offensively, he's not going to do those things. That's probably why I think it took him so long to get signed. Because I think he's a very good player, but those are the.
We're gonna have this conversation, Mars, 30 games in about top 25 defensively in the league.
No, we're having this conversation today.
I mean, yeah, we're doing the all defensive teams today.
We about to do the offensive team in a second.
Hold on, Ron. Am I right though? Am I right about him defensively?
He could potentially be a top 20. Maybe even closer to 15.
Thank you. I remember all these clowns was laughing at me here on PC. Man,
I wasn't
tell
on
me how
that
it
show
tastes,
that day. I
man.
remember everyone told me about what you said. I wasn't even on the show that day.
They annihilated me for saying that, Ron, because we picked the top 30 defenders in the league, and I put Kelly Oubre in the top at number 25, and all these clowns came on here like, just tell me I ain't know what I was talking about. I'm like, bro, y'all don't watch basketball. Damo watched the Hornets, so he probably would have seen Kelly Oubre Jr. to know what type of energy and effort defensively he brings to the table. And I knew that when Philly got him, he was going to help Philly out because that's the type of player that the coach Nick Nurse likes. Nick Nurse likes guys like that. He likes guys like Kelly Oubre, who's high strong, that's going to play defense, get up in you, and really make you work for it. All the scoring is an added bonus to what Kelly Oubre gives you because of his athleticism, because of the fact that he can get in transition. And I'm going to tell you why it helps. Because Maxey pushes in transition. So all he got to do is run with Maxey. If he run with Maxey, he going to score.
He's definitely going to run the floor, too. That's something else he does.
Yeah,
oh, no, bro. I think Kelly Oubre is a really good player. And actually, I view him as a defender first. Like, a lot of you guys might see that 20 points. I actually see Kelly Oubre as a defense first player, and then the scoring just comes with it. And part of the reason is because how we said he's so streaky. You know, one night he might have 8 points and go 2 of 12. And the next night he might have 20. But I know every night he's gonna bring energy, he's gonna rebound, he's gonna stir something up, and he's gonna play defense.
And that's why Ron, I look at him more as just a really high energy, like just I say, a dirty work guy. And that goes on both sides of the floor. I think Kelly Oubre is going to defend. Yeah. I'm not sure where he is on the defensive rank, top 25 or whatever. That's to me. I don't really want to get too deep into that, but I know he's going to compete, and that's what's most important to me. Kelly Oubre not just going to be on the floor just to be there. You know what I'm saying? He's going to work hard on both ends of the floor. He might not go for 20, but he's going to, like you said, he's going to run the floor. He's going to attack the paint. IQ might be an issue, but. You know, hey, that's what you got to take your crookeds with your stripes, though. You know what I'm saying? I
wanted to ask y'all one last question before I forgot. Damo, I want to ask y'all about the Hornets. Bro, the coach, I like the coach for the Hornets. I've always liked him. I think he's been underrated. I think he's a good coach that haven't had talent. And, you know, the fact that Jordan brought him back after everything that happened, like, you know, with the other coaches, he brought him back, lets you know that Jordan thinks highly of him. Based off that win that they got, and I like the win that they got. You know, even though LaMelo didn't play well offensively, as far as scoring the ball, how y'all feeling about the Hornets, man? Can they surprise some people this year?
It's still yet to be seen. I think that team is going to go. I mean, unless PJ Washington.
Because you said they was trash, Damo.
Yeah, I did say that. I still think they are trash. It depends on, again, if PJ Washington is going to be that, they definitely could be better. If Mark Williams is going to be a better version of Mark Williams, who I slept on Mark Williams last year. I'm not going to sleep on him this year. I'll give him his just dues. Mark Williams is a phenomenal talent, but it's just about other guys around LaMelo being good. If Brandon Miller can consistently be good, then I think they can be better. I just had doubts about the other guys. Will LaMelo ball? And Ron, I hope you watched that game against the Hawks. He looked improved to you? That looked like a better version of LaMelo? Or did that look like the same LaMelo? Because I know a week ago I was saying LaMelo probably is plateaued. He's still a great player. He just isn't developing at a rate he should be playing on the Hornets. And I was told, oh, he's young. Do you see what I mean now with his game? I
didn't get a chance to watch that game.
I implore you to. I recommend you watch.
I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna see the next couple games.
He's not developing right in Charlotte. And it's training with LeBron, him. I blame Charlotte more than anything. He's just not growing enough down there.
What you say, Damo? You say he's not what?
He's not growing enough. He's not growing enough down in Charlotte because of how that team is set up around him and because of, honestly, the type of person I believe he is. He's just, in that environment, when you give him the expectation of being the best player on the team, which he was easily that or easily top 3 coming on the team, and pause, it didn't really matter. It didn't take him long to be the best player on the team. He just got stagnant. It seems like he's gotten stagnant. Plus, with all the dysfunction going on with that team, it will make anybody not really who wants to play basketball in this environment for real.
I'm just gonna say it like this, chill. And if y'all boy come around, if he ever come back and he come around, Bridges, Chilltown, Charlotte is a team that's a playing team that can compete for a last playoff spot. I'm telling you, bro. Remember that year they made the playoffs and we were all surprised they made it the last time they made it? Chilltown. This is one of those teams where they can sneak and get wins, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That I like the coach of this team, bro. I like the coach, man. I think he gets the best out of
Steve Clifford. He got a raw deal in Orlando because they weren't doing anything down there to improve that team, number one. Number two, in Charlotte, he also had a raw deal because Gordon Hayward was an integral piece of what they was trying to do. And then what happened with Bridges, that kind of threw a monkey wrench in what they were trying to do. The problem that I'm having is exactly what Damo just talked about. I don't see the improvement necessary for this team to be better in LaMelo Ball. And I don't think it's because of LaMelo Ball. I think it's because they're not really pushing him to get better. I don't think so.
What you mean? How you not pushing your star guard to get better?
Because I haven't seen it. And the reason why is because I haven't seen the improvement. And I know for a fact that LaMelo Ball is, in addition to being a businessman, he looks like he loves the game and he loves to compete. And if he didn't, he wouldn't last long. I mean, the dude made the All-Star team. He's a 20-8 guy. And that's the best that we've seen from him.
But that's to me. He
hasn't gotten better defensively. He has not gotten better defensively. Not only has he not gotten better defensively, he hasn't gotten better in terms of his decision making off, not just off the basketball, with the basketball. Like I told you before, I'm watching Mark Williams rim run, and he'll get him the basketball one or two times where he'll score, and then he'll come down, rim run again, and be open, not look for him and jack up a 22-footer. Then the very next trip, when you got a guy like Terry Rozier coming off a curl cut who's wide open, he'll jack up another three. That's just stuff that you're not watching tape. It suggests to me that this guy isn't being pushed to improve. Coach, and that, I think that has a lot to do with coaching. And I think Steve Clifford, I think he's in a bit of a bind when you're talking about star players like that. But I just don't know what they're doing down in Charlotte. That's my biggest problem with them, and that's why I feel like they're not one of the better teams in the East.
Well, I disagree, because if you look at the development of Bridges. Look how he developed. Look how PJ Washington is developing. He developed. These are players we can honestly say they developed. They're developing Brandon Miller now. What he had the first game, Mars, 13 off the bench, and they're bringing him off the bench. So he had like 13 or 14 off the bench. They're developing him right now. They haven't done a poor job of developing. And then Melo did make the All-Star team, so they developed him to an extent, to a point, because he was coming off the bench when he first came in the league too. They just didn't throw him out there and start him. He had to earn his spot. So, and the same way they're doing with Brandon Miller. So I disagree with y'all when y'all say development, because I'm looking at development. They're doing a solid job developing guys. Then you got other guys who are solid players, like Scary Terry. Can Gordon Hayward stay healthy? We don't think he can, but can he stay healthy and play a certain amount of games? So these are different questions, I think, but I do think that you guys are discounting them by saying, oh, well, they ain't developed, because they literally developed Bridges where he could have been an 80, 90 million.
I'm just watching younger guys take it.
I just want to say, do you think there's a case in the NBA where certain players are just going to put the work in themselves because they care about the game? Like it has nothing to do with the organization.
Bro,
it's like
you gonna sit up here and tell me, hold on. You gonna sit up here and tell me, hold on. You gonna sit up here and tell me with a straight face that you think PJ Washington went from being what he was to now looking like what he's probably gonna look like this season, which is probably like a 18 point per game guy. Bro, that's improvement. That's work. That means your organization.
I was questioning for guys like Miles Bridges. I think Miles Bridges has always been that. It's just not always been that. I think Miles Bridges is a guy who he's developed more so on his own terms versus the team. PJ, I can give that to you. That's why I said I gotta see if this is what PJ continues to be. Then he's definitely developed more than I gave him credit for. So I have to see it with PJ. Mark Williams is just his second year. Mark Williams could easily just be growing at just his own rate and not at a rate that the team is pushing him to grow. So that's why I'm at. And LaMelo Ball plateaued. I think LaMelo Ball came into the game extremely talented, so he can get by. I think there's guys that are so talented they can just get by on it. Like you can get by on how talented.
I think you and Chilltown wrong. I don't think y'all need LaMelo's offensive production to be crazy. I just think you need to be good with the basketball and make good decisions offensively with the basketball as far as running the point. I do agree. I understand what Chilltown was saying about his decisions. Like, and I do agree with that. Steve Clifford need to be harder on him and have a shorter leash on him with his decision makings with the basketball running the point. But I don't think he need to be a 20-point per game guy for them to be successful. I think that the pieces they're putting around him, if you ever get Bridges back right, if PJ Washington continues to develop, if Brandon Miller is looking like he's been looking in the first game, if he continues to look like that, they're headed in the right direction, in my opinion. They just don't need him out here jacking up shots like he does and not making good decisions on the ball. I think that LaMelo Ball could be a guy, and he should be a guy, Damo, that leads the league in assists. He should be a dude that's up there in the leaders in assists with all those young, athletic and talented guys that they got out there. He should at least be racking up 9 or 10 assists a game easy with that squad with not as many turnovers. So him cutting down the flash and stuff like that. Now, like I said, is to be seen, but I think you guys aren't giving them enough credit for being a small market team, but developing those guys like PJ Washington, developing Miles Bridges, which he was under them. So you can't say he developed in a different situation and came over there. He was under them. And now Brandon Miller developing him. And guess what? Regardless of what we say about LaMelo Ball, they made him into an all-star. So he got developed too. So
he was on a better team. He was on a better team at that time, though, Ticket. It wasn't like he was on a team that was whack. I mean, he was the difference in what was going on. Like I told you, with Gordon Hayward not getting hurt, with Gordon Hayward playing, with Miles Bridges, with those guys playing, I thought that him being on a better team, it was a little bit different at that point. The problem that I'm having is that I see the same dude today that I saw 2 years ago. That's the problem. And him being as young as he is, I would like to see improvement. And I
really think he's gonna look different this year. I really think he's gonna look a little better. I think we're gonna see a little bit more improvement. Right. He had 10 assists in the first game. Now look, when I say he's gonna look a little better, I'm not saying that he's not gonna still be chucking up a bunch of threes and stuff like that. Right. He's gonna do that the same way Trey does that. They're gonna do that the same way all these guys chuck a bunch of threes. The league is full of shot chuckers. Tyrese Maxey, he's gonna shoot a bunch of wild threes. That's what these young dudes do, and that's what the NBA's turned into.
But they're not as bad as Damo, Ron. They're not as bad as Damo said. Damo said they suck. They're horrible. They're not that bad, man. They're not that bad.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna move on to the next super chat from MP13. He said, "Is it crazy to say the Celtics should feature Porzingis as the second option? He looks better in the half court when it comes to spacing and operating in the mid range, especially in the pick and roll with Tatum."
Yes, I agree. He should be. I mean, you have, and the reason why I say it is because you have to do that with Porzingis. Porzingis is the type of dude you have to continue to feed him to keep him into the game. He's not a dude that can go just get it on his own. At least Jaylen Brown, he can go. You don't have to just draw up plays for him. He'll somehow just be able to get the ball and go get it. But with a guy like Porzingis, we have to draw up plays and get you to rock. He's just like AD. AD's not a guy who's just a magnet that's just going to get buckets. And guys like Bob and these guys know what I'm talking about. It's some dude that you put them on the court, you ain't got to drop no plays for them. They're going to find a way to put up numbers. Some guys you have to draw up shit for and keep them going. Porzingis is one of those guys. If you want Porzingis to produce, you have to feed him the rock and encourage him to be aggressive. So, yes, he need to be the second option. And Jaylen Brown need to, pick it up wherever he can get it during the game, whenever Tatum's not in or whenever.
Maybe that'll work too, Ticket, because I mean, in your words, Kaka had already made it clear that this Boston Celtics team, they up in their threes from last year. And with these teams playing zone on Porzingis and even in transition, Porzingis shoots the long ball, he shoots in the mid-range. So he could get a lot of action in those areas. So I mean, I feel like they could feature him more. Sure.
Yeah, he looked like Damo when he was with the Knicks when he first came in the league.
The 28 guy.
Porzingis looked like right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not think he had that in him. I didn't think he had that in him no more.
I did.
That's what I be saying. When you play with better players, you look better.
That's the reason why I say that, Ticket, because when he was in Washington, they didn't know what they were doing in Washington with him. They did. That's why you see Rui. When Rui gets to the Lakers last year, he looks like a kid in a candy shop. All of a sudden, the basketball court looks completely open. James is feeding him more. He's more involved in the offense. They were ruining him when he was in Washington. Same thing is going on. I was trying to figure out what kind of offense they was running in Washington with him. Like, he was getting the ball on the block, but they weren't really running a lot of things. They weren't really running a lot of stuff to optimize him. So The fact that he's now in Boston and they're gonna give him more looks, I could definitely see him being more productive. 100%.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's a good point saying that you have to create for Luka because he's not going to create his shot as much. But Jaylen Brown is still a 25.
You mean KP?
KP, sorry,
You mean KP? Relax, Damo.
KP,
Easy.
KP.
Focus, Damo.
Yeah, KP.
Well, early he was like, "Oh, that's a shot at Luka." So I'm like, "Yeah, Luka."
My bad.
Focus, Damo.
For KP. But yeah, I still think Jaylen Brown, for the most part, is going to be your secondary scorer. That's still a guy that's going to be 25, 27 a night. When Tatum's out, Jaylen Brown is 100% going to be the number one guy on that team in the games that Tatum misses. So I think Porzingis as a third option, maybe more closely used as Kevin Love was kind of used in Cleveland, though a little more. I think it's probably the better option for him. I don't think we shouldn't jump off the Jaylen Brown train in the sense that's still 25 a night. Giving you some playmaking, some passing. 27 a night, whatever it is, he's still the clear number 2 guy. Porzingis is going to have nights where he does outscore Jaylen Brown to be that number 2, but for the most part, it's still going to be Jaylen Brown.
But this is my thing. I think y'all are making basketball way more difficult than it has to be. I think basketball is much more simple than that. Okay, obviously Jason Tatum's going to shoot the majority of the shots, but after that, I'll just be tired of hearing, "Oh, this guy's the second option, this guy's the third option." Like, instead, just play basketball. Whoever has the first good look, shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the talent. They got the talent to be able to play that way. You got Drew Holiday. You got KP. You got James Harden. I mean, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum, obviously, and then Derek White. You got guys that can shoot the ball. Like, just play basketball. We don't need to focus on, well, this guy's a second option. This guy's a third option. The first option is to shoot the first good look. That's what the first option is. Right. The second option is to shoot the second best look. That's
it depends on who you. Whoa. It depends on who you're running with. I can appreciate this equal opportunity offense.
No, I'm talking about the Celtics. I'm talking about the Celtics.
Okay, so right, and if you're talking about the Celtics, it depends on where we are. I don't like the one. I'm not a huge fan of one-on-one basketball, especially when you got guys where you can move the ball and you can get guys put in different positions. But with the Celtics, the first guy, if the shot is open, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't.
Well, the thing too,
I don't.
That could playing one-on-one. Say if that's what we do. Say if we run through a set, and then you get JT on the wing with the inferior defender or a good defender. If JT catches the ball, Rip Stool goes to work, and the first option, that's the first option is him catching it, going towards a baseline pull-up. If that's the first open look, that's a good shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you can't go one-on-one, no ISO ball. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't have to be Derek White bringing the ball up or Drew Holiday and like, okay, well, JT's not open. He's the first option. Let me go find Jaylen Brown. He's the second option. Oh, he's not. Let me go find KP. Now move the ball. Let's play basketball. If you get that first look, if you're KP or Jaylen Brown, then you were the first option in this play. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like making basketball way more difficult than it has to be. We could just move the ball and move without the ball. And
there is plenty of shots to go around on that
away
too.
And,
there's plenty of shots to go around.
It's 48 minutes of basketball. It's 48 minutes of basketball. That's an extremely long time.
Yo, Damo, you was trying to chime in? Go ahead.
Yeah. On this Boston team, I think it's really simple. I mean, Ox, you knocked it apart. They are making it way more difficult because it's super simple. When you look at that team, it's a 1A, 1B situation. Then you have a third option. 1A, 1B being Kristaps and JT. You pick who the 1A are and who's the 1B in that situation. Me personally, I know who the 1B is JT. But yeah, Jaylen Brown, he is relieved of his duties of being a second option, and he's going to be the best third option in the NBA. I get it. Play free-flowing basketball, just make it easy, cool. But in terms of just talking the lingo and talking the language of if people are going to say who's the first, second, and third option, KP, Boston love their white boys. So KP is definitely 1A, 1B with
Don't fight that. Do not fight that.
You ain't right.
Do not fight that.
Any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Porzingis
is going to look like the best player on the Celtics. Any day of the week.
That.
1A, 1B, and then Jaylen Brown, best third in the league, man. Third option in the league. And Boston we're not even talking about Drew Holiday being what? Afterthought on offense. Right. Man, this is just Drew might play some extra years if this is the rest of his career.
All right, fellas, keeping it pushing on these super chats. I got one from Sauce Man. Before I read this, you guys do see the title of the show. This is the all defensive team that will wash any over the last 10 years. Yes, apparently some people think that this year's all defensive team will be one of the top ever. So we'll get into that. We'll formulate the all defensive teams first and second. We'll see what those is looking like. Appreciate everybody that sent through a super chat. My man Sauce Man said, chill. Dame gonna be trouble for my C's, man. And Ticket, will you root for Dame again, even though he ran from the grind?
I ain't on
or
that.
will you hope he fails?
I'm not on that Dame gonna be trouble for the C's. And the reason why I ain't on that Dame gonna be trouble for the C's, because tell everybody who the starting point guard is in Boston.
Drew Holiday.
That's all I gotta say about that.
And when he wants to switch,
That's
Derek
it.
White's there too.
That's all I gotta say about
matchup.
that.
I want to see that matchup.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna say nothing else about that.
Dame got 39 for the C's
I hope
too.
he fails. I hope he fails.
Whoa.
Hater!
Ain't nobody else gonna say it. I'll say it. I hope he fails. I need
drinking
something.
that hater aid.
And Boston also has Al Horford and Porzingis for Giannis. Boston has Porzingis and Al Horford for Giannis. I'm not saying you're going to stop Giannis, but I'm just saying they can make Giannis work too. They match up defensively.
Yeah, and we got something for them too, Jalen. Keeping it pushing on. Also, as well, we just talked about the Charlotte Hornets. They actually play against the Detroit Pistons. You know, where we've talked a lot about the Pistons as well. They play tonight, so y'all be sure to tap in on that game. We'll probably be talking about that on Monday. Also, the Celtics play the Heat tonight. Tap into that game as well. That should be a pretty good game.
Houston plays San Antonio.
That game, bro.
It just slipped my mind. My bad.
The Houston who got blown up by 30 on opening night. But I'm not out, Mars. I'm not.
Orlando's a great team.
I'll peek my head in. I will. I'll peek my head in.
I got the Spurs tonight too, Mars.
I'll peek my head in.
That's cool.
Was there any more games tonight, Ron?
Nah, that's really it.
Warriors Kings deadline. Okay.
That was the first game that we mentioned. But in case y'all didn't hear Ox mention that, the Kings got to play against their daddies tonight, the Warriors. So we'll see how that goes. Yurt with the super chat says, "Salute PC fam. My Heatles winning tonight. Book it."
Who did he play?
Boston.
They played the Celtics.
Boston. He just said that.
They're not winning.
Focus, Jalen. Focus, brother.
Bro, where's your head at, bro?
It's a Friday night, baby. Halloween weekend. It's a lot. It's
almost 1 o'clock. We talking about Friday night. Where you at right now?
It's a lot of planning, Joe. Trust me. We got some lined up this weekend.
Is that you going to be in the streets tonight?
Oh, you gonna see them. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. Check the gram. You gonna see
What's
it.
that? That's like a 5-hour flight. I'm about to check these flights, man. I'm about to touch down. Hey, come pick me up for the airport.
Toronto is on the bucket list. It is.
Hey, man, y'all come through. Gotcha.
Toronto is on the bucket list.
San 8 with the super chat said Embiid's defense on Giannis was great.
No, it wasn't.
Player of the
no,
year
it wasn't. No, it was not. I'm watching this dude get switched on to Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is getting butt naked threes. He doesn't know where he's supposed to be on defense. No, I'm not buying that. That is terrible. No, absolutely.
You said his defense on Giannis was great, and you're talking about he can't guard Brook Lopez.
Man, give me a break.
You just hating to hate.
You just hating to hate. I'm not buying that. I'm not.
He said his defense was great on Giannis. You talking about how he can't guard Brook Lopez?
I'm not buying that.
No, you and Joe are the same person.
No, I'm not buying that. No, I'm not hating, Mark. You know why?
No, you hate.
I'm telling y'all, Damo spiked the punch.
Because what you're doing is you're just letting him off the hook with that. You letting him off the hook with that. Yo, he played Giannis great.
The super chat.
You play, and I'm addressing the super chat too. You playing Giannis great. What about the fact that Brook Lopez, I think he went 3 for 4 on the long ball last night, something like that, when he was switched on him. So give me a break, man.
Super chat said he guarded Giannis great, and you didn't even mention that. You just ignored that and said you couldn't guard Brook Lopez.
At the end of the season, the hate will prevail. Everybody's gonna be hating. By the time the playoffs roll around, the all-team hate list is gonna be crazy on the panel. I'm telling you.
He should just be better.
Y'all not respecting Damo's Evo genius. He came in, looked around. Oh, none of these niggas paying attention. Dropped something in the punch, stirred it around. Hey, and did it moving away from the punch. We never seen it. Everybody stood up their cup. Got refills.
By the way, I'm just saying. That's what he just called you. But we'll let slide.
Say it again.
The super chat didn't say that. Damo, the super chat didn't say that.
Super chat didn't
say
that.
He just hate just to hate now.
That's crazy. Crazy hate.
I heard
Mars is doing.
That's what he said.
Since we're on the subject of super chats, Leaf said to me yesterday. He said to me yesterday, "Quote: If everything goes right and our lineups are correct,
oh man,
I think the Brooklyn Nets are in the Eastern Conference Championship." He said that to me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Is that a bad take?
That's not a bad take. If everything goes right with that defense and their 6 men dropping 30 a game, I mean, who needs?
If I got the right, if I got the right shoes on, I can win the race.
I'm just saying. Everybody talking about how Boston matches up with the Bucks with the switching they have available to do on Dame.
Did say that.
Let's not talk about what Brooklyn can do to Dame. Let's not talk about what Brooklyn can do to Dame.
1 through 5.
Blind Tay with the super chat. Blind Tay 313. He said it's time for PC to respect Dame. I told y'all I got the tapes. You guys hate on my guy specifically. Bob and Damo. Dame MVP.
If you want an MVP taking 20 free throws a game, and that's how he's getting them numbers, I mean, I guess it's cool. I guess.
I'm just not
that
solid.
valuable to me. I'm just saying.
I'm not solid. They picked on the Sixers. Chilltown told you what Joel did last night. Kelly Oubre out here talking to fans. He's supposed to be guarding Dame. Like, come on, bro. Kelly Oubre out here calling niggas scammers for having good seats and the ball's in play on the other side of the court. Like, come on, bro.
You focus, B. We got a game going on.
We buying this shit.
What are you doing?
Like y'all sat up here and I think I already said Kelly Oubre is a high energy guy, but y'all sat up here and let ticket capture y'all and all types of shit, man. Come on, man. Come on.
MP13. Hey, and by the way, chat, can you drop in your top 3 players' choice haters? This includes everybody, whether they're up here or not. So I can run a poll and we can get to the bottom of who's the biggest hater.
I better not be on that list either.
Nah, I ain't no hater.
MP13 with another super chat. He said, you want guys to play through small injuries to respect the regular season. And if these small injuries accumulate and they break down, the player is going to be labeled as a permanent injury risk. And it
will be stigmatized.
And they'll get stigmatized.
And you know what? So this is what you're essentially telling us. This is essentially what I'm understanding. I'm asking you to come to work, and if you can't do your job, you are not built for this. That's the logic.
See, the thing.
What are we talking about here?
The thing with judging injuries.
Your job is to play basketball. That's your job. And if you can't hold up, you're being stigmatized because you can't hold up. Guess what? You can't hold up. That's part of the job.
I can understand that, Joe. It's so hard to judge injuries and like the level of injury a player has because we don't know what they're feeling or going through. At the end of the day, you only understand your body. Right, so someone a tweaked ankle. There's so many variations of a tweaked ankle. We might see it on the court, but how your body responds to it, how you wake up the next morning is different for everyone. So we can easily say it's just a tweaked ankle. But I've had some time where I tweak my ankle, but like, damn, it's hurt me for a couple of weeks. But then there's other times where it's just like, the next day, a couple of days after, I'm cool, ready to go. I can go do my thing. So it's just so hard to judge injuries because you never know how a player's body and how they're feeling.
I guess I'm a little bit different when I watch Kobe Bryant, who have a dislocated finger, go to the huddle and get his snap back in and come back in the game.
Using Kobe as the measuring stick, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's individuals.
I watched plenty of guys who were injured continue to play with bad. I watched Zach Randolph and Blake Griffin with bad ankles go at it in the playoffs. And this is the same Blake Griffin who had microfracture surgery on his knee as a rookie and still playing through. I'm not buying this, man. The fact that
Blake Griffin's career is over right now.
But
maybe the playing through injuries shortens their career. So
I'm glad
it might look good at the time, and then 5 years down the line, guess what? They can't play anymore.
And so Blake Griffin was in the league last year. Is that correct, Mars?
Playing like 2 minutes a game,
but he was a rotation guy in the league last year, which was year 14.
Barely in the rotation,
which was year 14, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the average pro career is 4 years. Blake Griffin.
That's because there's a lot of people who just aren't very good,
and also there are a lot of people who also break down.
Yes.
Right. Because
Blake's
they're not.
Blake's last 2 seasons, Blake's last 2 or 3 seasons were really hard.
Yeah, which is why you should limit the fact that you don't want these guys playing through these knick-knack injuries because people break down and you want to have as much longevity as possible. We praise guys for playing through injuries all the time. Look at the original Isaiah Thomas.
Right?
His career got cut short. Look at the Boston Isaiah Thomas. He played through an injury and now he's out the league. So maybe it's not the best thing to be playing through these injuries because it hurts no one but these players. We as the fans, we get to enjoy it. Then when their career's over, we're like, well, they played through the injury. Does that give them extra millions of dollars? No, they're losing out on money to please us. And here we are saying, no, you got to do it because blah, blah, blah. No, protect yourself. Your body is your temple. You are putting on a show for these fans. And we're telling you, put your body on the line every night, no matter what. If you miss out on an extra $20 million because you don't get another contract because of these injuries, well, that's just life. That's just your business. No, don't do that. Who cares about us?
Isaiah Thomas lost $100 million with
Protect
Boston. He
yourself.
lost
Every
100
time,
million
protect
times playing
yourself.
with the
Choose
Boston
yourself
Head.
over these pointless
Grant
fans.
Grant Hill
We're just
lost
gonna
the
criticize you no
hard
matter what.
Grant
If
Hill
Isaiah
played
Thomas
with
doesn't play, he's gonna get
Boston
criticized for not playing. When he does play and he doesn't play, well, he gets criticized. The fans are never going to be happy, guys. Get your money. Stop worrying about what the fans think, because we're just going to hate regardless. We're a panel of haters. The whole world is a bunch of haters. Stop worrying about what we say. Get your money. That's what that matters. Your family, your money, your health. That's it. Forget us.
Because that's the thing too. Like I was saying, we had this conversation before. We was talking about Joel and whatnot during the summer or during the fight. It was during the playoffs. Kawhi and Joel. I'm of the mind like you like Mark said, you got to think about your future. You got to think about what you're going to do in your 50s and 60s. People want to run around with their grandkids. You know what I'm saying? When their kids get to high school, they want to play one-on-one with them and stuff. I mean, okay, I guess so. I'm just saying, like, don't kill yourself though. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just against
football players don't play. That's why these football players don't play as long.
Different though. But my thing too, children, is like you can't have your cake and eat it too, because these guys are too rich to play through these little injuries, and that's just what it is. Right. And so we got to make a choice. Are we going to be haters and be in these guys' pockets and be like, oh, don't pay them so much? Right. Or are we just going to accept what comes with these rich ass athletes? Because if we once we and I've said it before, once we get into that talk, everybody's going to be like, oh, you a hater. You don't want to see young brothers getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so two things, but before you go, Jalen, Miles, really quickly. So Isaiah Thomas, when he that ankle injury that you talk about, that was in 1988 in the playoffs. When he tore his Achilles, that was in 1994, which was 6 years later. And Isaiah decided to retire. It wasn't because of that injury. He decided that he just didn't want to play anymore. Not because he couldn't play or physically he couldn't do it. He was 32 years old. He still had the goods. He just didn't want to play anymore. That's number one. Number two, when we're talking about what technology is today, and we're talking about the science, and we're talking about how guys' bodies are today and how they can keep these guys in shape, it's way different than what it was 25, 30 years ago.
The science is what's telling these people not to be playing 82-game schedules. It's the science. The science is improving in rest and recovery. The science is telling people you shouldn't be playing 3 games in 4 nights. You shouldn't be playing back-to-backs. You shouldn't have to do these things. The science is what's pointing everywhere in this direction. And here we are complaining about load management when that's what the science is telling us. The reason guys can play longer is because of the science. The science knows the human body should not be doing what the NBA players are being asked to do on a night in, night out basis. But here we are blaming the NBA players for listening to their bodies and listening to the science.
What about I think a prime example is Kevin Durant, children.
Why is that a prime example?
Well, because you seen what happened to him in the playoffs at the in 19, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, we had to deal with conversations about him not being the same, slowing down. If he wouldn't have went back out there, which he shouldn't have been out there anyway.
I think that's something different, because I do think that that's something different, because that wasn't a knick-knack injury. That was way worse than what it was. That was way worse than what people were saying. He shouldn't have gone back out there. He made that worse. Now, these other injuries, like Mars was just talking about, when you talk about the science, I mean, medicine is advanced. And because medicine is advanced, you have things like hyperbaric chambers and massage therapists and all of these things to make these guys more available. And not just to make these guys more available, to make them perform better. The science shows us that guys can run faster, they can jump higher, and they are stronger because of how they work out and because of how everything is today. And because of that, there's no reason when you have knick-knack injuries, which is a part of playing sports, if you have knick-knack injuries, that's going to be a part of it. But I'm not saying that, if my knee is the size of a cantaloupe, I should go out there. No, Mars, I'm not saying that. If my back is aching, that's part of it. I'm not saying if I got a dislocated disc in my back, I should be playing. But if my back is aching, that's part of being a professional athlete. That's what massage therapists are for. That's what drugs are for. That's what all of these things are for, to keep me strong. That's what those things are all for. I'm not saying that you should play when you have a partially torn Achilles. No, I'm not saying that. But when you have things like knick-knack injuries, just like if you have a headache, that should not keep you out of work, as opposed to if you have a brain tumor.
Chill. So let's talk about Devin Booker right quick, because this is where all of this started from. So I just kind of want to shed light on his situation. So they're saying it's a foot injury, right? I don't know to what significance it is, but let's say it is a small knick-knack foot injury where his foot is sore, it's giving him problems while he's running. Now, obviously, he can still play on it. He probably could have played last night. Let's say he could have played last night. He could have went for 30. He could have been, let's say he's 90%, right? But let's say that foot injury can linger on and it can go into the All-Star break.
Right.
And possibly still pop up later in the second half of the season. Would you want him to just keep doing that and keep playing through it? And let's not say that it gets worse, but let's just say it keeps him at 90%. And even into the playoffs and later on in the season, it could still linger on and pop up every now and then. Well, or would you want him to take a week off right now, let it heal, sit back, you miss a couple games. Okay, you missed the San Antonio Spurs, you missed the Lakers game. And would you rather that be the case, or would you rather him play through the whole season with a knick-knack injury?
I would rather you play with a knick-knack injury, especially if you're telling me that it's not going to get worse. If it's something that's going to get worse and it's something that has to be dealt with, that's again, Ron, that's part of the game. I'm going to have to play through injury. I'm going to have to play through things. I'm going to have to play through a bad back. I'm going to have to play through a sore shoulder. I'm going to have to play through a sore knee. Now, I'm not asking you to play through things that are ridiculous, like Kawhi Leonard, when I said that I feel like he's not going to be in the league in 2 years because I feel like physically he's not going to be able to hold up because he has a condition. This is not a knick-knack injury. This is a condition. If you have something where this guy Devin Booker has a sore foot, I mean, that can be dealt with. That's what massages are for. That's what pools are for. That's what taping these guys up are for. That's what all of these things are for. With that all being said, I'm not asking you to play through something ridiculous, but playing through knick-knack injuries that keeps your body strong. Not only does it keep your body strong, it also keeps you strong mentally that I can do it. And on top of that, you're getting paid.
I just feel like it's disingenuous to say, like somebody like Kevin Durant in that instance in 2019, he shouldn't have got back on the court. Literally, the masses of people wanted KD to play.
Everyone said he needed to play.
If he can play, then play.
I was in the minority. But
on top of that, if in a situation like you had brought up Kobe snapping his finger back in place, if Kobe snapped his finger back in place or something happened and he lost that finger, the story goes totally different. The story is totally different. It's no more Mamba mentality. Oh, play by any means. Right. It's you need to sit your ass down when you get hurt. Right. So I feel like it's disingenuous to have these expectations and standards whenever we're talking about somebody's mental toughness or their drive, and automatically bring up a nigga like Kobe or people at the top of the totem pole when it comes to these athletes and their mindsets. Right. People with unnormal, literally lunatic mindsets when it comes to these sports. I feel like that's a bad case. It's a bad example because not only have you done that today, Chill, there's been times where Ticket's done that. He's brought up Kobe's mentality and mindset when we're talking about a nigga like
Kelly Oubre.
Mitchell. We're talking about Donovan Mitchell and Kelly Oubre. And if it was Kobe,
maybe Kobe was a bad. Yeah, maybe Kobe is a bad example. Sure, maybe Kobe is a bad example.
But it's people that try to be like Kevin Durant wanted that Kobe moment, so he comes back out and plays, even when probably he doesn't want to play, or it's in a circle saying don't play. But he's hearing the people say play. He's hearing the people saying don't cheat the game. Like people in the chat, don't cheat the game. You won't cheat the game. He's hearing that shit, so he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna play because I have to prove something. And then he makes it worse. And that happens more times than not. People go out there trying to be Kobe. Klay Thompson tears Achilles. Kobe did it. I got to do it too. Everybody want their damn Mamba moment. You niggas ain't the Mamba. You are you. You are Klay Michael Thompson, buddy. You're not Kobe. You are Kevin Wayne Durant. You're not Kobe. Sit your ass down. And everybody say, if you 90%, you should still play. If you ain't laced them up and played pro ball anywhere, shut up. No, I personally don't think. Listen, I'm a pussy. If I feel pain, coach, I don't feel good. I'm hurt.
I ain't risking no $300 million contract. I ain't risking no $300 million.
Even with Kobe, you could argue him playing through all these injuries is why
his body broke down.
Yeah, breaking down the way he did. 2013 Kobe, most of us up here can assume we should have seen another 1 or 2 years at least at a similar level.
That's when it started.
I don't want to say we got robbed.
Yeah, that's when.
But it was unfortunate the way it ended, how it did because of the torn Achilles. Because everyone, you guys are old enough. 2011, Kobe played all 82 games. He was hurt the whole year. He should not have played all 82 games. It was the lowest minutes he played in his career. Phil Jackson said Kobe wasn't good to go. He played 82 games. He should not have done that. And if he didn't do those things, we might have got an extra 2 years of Kobe Bryant. And I think everyone's grateful for what we got from Kobe. We got 17 years
of a great player,
20,
and that's fine.
17, sure.
But we shouldn't have seen him break down the way he did, and we shouldn't have had to go through the last 3 years. And he definitely shouldn't have gone through the last 3 years when he couldn't stay healthy. But here we are saying everyone needs to be like Kobe. When I think Kobe, if he was here, would tell you himself, don't play if you can't play. Because he probably knows himself he shouldn't have been playing a lot of the times he was playing. Right. So I don't know why we're trying to tell people you're making this much money, so you need to go out and play, knowing that's going to hurt their future pockets. I'm not one for pocket watching. I'm here saying if you can get as much money as possible, get your money. If a team's willing to pay you and understand that you are an injury risk, Kawhi Leonard, don't go ahead and quit. They're choosing to pay you. I'm not about to tell you, oh no, say no to $35 million because you need to please us. Because I know I'm not saying no to $35 million. I know no one in this chat is saying no to $35 million. And if you say you are, you're a capper because it's $35 million. So we need to start acting like we know what people would do in certain situations and understand how things happen. And that maybe sometimes the best decision is if you're not ready to go, don't go to try and please people who don't care about you.
And we got to realize that the business of basketball is just as big as the game of basketball now at this point. Maybe at one time back in whatever time you want to talk about, the game of basketball outweighed the business. Today is not that day. This era is not that era where the game of basketball outweighs the business. So when you have these teams paying these guys hundreds of millions of dollars, and I've said this before, that is their investment. You are investing $100, $200 million, $60 million a year, $50 million a year into these guys. So if they're not ready to go, I'd much rather when I have a 25, 26, 27, 28-year-old, if he's at 85% and we're at game 2 of an 82-game season, man, sit your ass down because I need you 5 years down the line. I don't give a damn what we're talking about right now. I don't give a damn what the situation. There is very rare for teams to prioritize championships over the future of their players. It's really rare to find that. It genuinely is. A lot of these teams will be way more willing to rest their guys and sacrifice one chip for 5 years of constant playoff basketball because that's helping my pockets in the long run of having a star guy that's selling his jerseys out every season. Top 10. I would say there are more teams in the NBA that's willing to have 1 or 2 players in the top 15 to 10 in jersey sales and fill up them seats in the arena than to have a championship. I guarantee you it is. Guarantee you.
Yeah, not all owners care about winning. And to the people saying Kobe wouldn't say that, go listen to some of Kobe's interviews post Achilles about the business of basketball. Go listen to how he talks. Go listen to how he talks from peak Kobe. Go listen to how he changed his tune. Maybe it's because he'd already won 5 rings. Who knows? But go listen to how he talks about the business of basketball. Maybe you'd be surprised. Because I think he starts to understand the business of basketball and how these guys don't care about us, so we need to start protecting ourselves. He says that all the time. So
and he's a lot, and at that point too, Mars. To that point, I mean, he's a lot older at that point. Like, I'm 38, 39 years old. And he's looking at it back then, going, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, that's just being older. Maybe I shouldn't have got on the floor.
I'm not saying he regrets playing some of the times when he did. I'm saying he would probably advise people now: if you can't play, protect yourself. Right. I'm not saying he would now, if he went back in time and redid his career, he'd be load managing playing 25 games a year. I'm not saying
he's not going to do that. But I will say though, I will say that there are instances where he would have sat out. I'm sure of it. If he could go back and do some things different, I do think that there's instances where he should have sat out. I remember the 81-point game that he had. He's on record saying he got to the arena. He said, my back was killing me. My knees were hurting. He did not want to play that night, but he went out there. And he went for 81. So
the thing too that y'all gotta remember, like the fans, a lot of them don't really care about basketball. Most of them care about their parlays.
Today they do.
Nowadays,
we try to get our money too.
That's what I'm talking about right now. Like a lot, y'all seen how pissed Dub was yesterday. He didn't give a damn about that game.
He did not. No, he didn't. He did not.
All right, so I got a super chat from Drink More Water. He said one positive takeaway from the Milwaukee and Philly game is Milwaukee's more aggressive defense. Trapped and beat a lot in the post. Marjan needs to play more. Dude can really score and defend. Crowder played well too.
You mean the little bit of time that Embiid was around the rim, they trapped him? That's why he moved away from the basket.
Embiid's inability to pass out of double teams blows my mind.
You know why, Mars? Because he doesn't play on the block like that. That's why. And it's not because he can't pass out of the double team. The only reason you're good at something is because you do it a lot. So a guy, I'm not saying that Joel Embiid needs to be Olajuwon or Jabbar. I'm not saying that, Mars. What I am saying, though, is where you are the most effective, doesn't it make sense to play there where you are the most effective? I can appreciate being efficient. I can appreciate you wanting to get your numbers correct. But where I am the most effective, shouldn't I be playing there most? And Joel Embiid last night was the most effective around the rim. That's where he was the most effective last night. So I would think that rim running, posting up, burying guys underneath the basket more would make your team more effective, as opposed to stopping 22 feet short of the basket in transition when there's a lane wide open to the basket where you can run right to the rim, like Christian Wood did, and James found him. I saw many instances like that with Joel Embiid last night. Many of them.
All right, y'all, it's about that time. Let's go ahead and start putting together these all defensive teams. First team and second team. We're going to do the same thing we did yesterday. Chill, I'm going to start with you, and we're going to run down who we think is going to be on the all defensive teams. So, Chill.
Wait, real quick. Did Darren get on the All NBA team yesterday?
He did make the All League team yesterday.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up.
I know the Monsters team, so I'm not even gonna ask. But at least Darren got on there. I know y'all hated on my man, so it's all.
I voted for DeMontis. Actually,
I voted for Darren.
He did get some, and yes, I think Fox made the All League team yesterday.
God,
yes,
y'all some haters.
Yes, he did.
Bam and Wemby.
Yeah, I don't know how Bam got on the list. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how Bam got there, but
we do know how Wemby got on the list, though. We do know that
because I was voting for him, but I don't know how Bam got there.
It's all good. It's all good. You know what's gonna happen.
Pim named Slickback agrees with you, by the way.
See, a real one. That's why. Real recognized real.
All right, y'all. But let's
position this, by the way.
You said is the all defensive team? That's a good question. You're saying it is, or you're asking?
I'm asking, is it?
Does anybody know?
Let's Google that real quick.
I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming just all NBA.
What was your question, Mars? I'm sorry, I ain't hear you.
Are they positioned as the all defensive teams?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I can't say with 100% certainty, but I haven't heard anything about the all league defensive team being positionless. No.
Oh wait, it says all NBA and all defensive teams are positionless. That's a tweet.
Does it say that?
That was a tweet by someone looking it up right now.
A tweet.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm trying to find an article too. Articles are all NBA. They're all NBA teams. Nothing on the all defensive teams.
Well, that's probably
so.
Yeah.
What you guys want to do? You want to make a position list, or you want to make it?
I'm sticking with 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a 5-man.
All right, that's what we're rocking with.
It's crazy to make the all NBA teams defensive positionless and not the defensive though. That's crazy.
All right, here we going.
I don't see anything about the defensive team.
Yeah.
Chill, it's on you. Keep in mind these players have to play 65 games to get here.
Absolutely. The defensive player of the year this year, I think it's Evan Mobley.
All right,
Evan, I was going forward. That's what I was going with.
Okay.
Damo, you muted, bro.
Can't hear you, brother.
That's crazy. I was wondering why niggas couldn't hear me. Oh yeah, Asor Thompson.
Asor getting some first team love. Jalen, who you got?
Give me Drew Holiday.
Drew. Mars?
I'm picking Jaden McDaniels until he makes it.
All right. Get you still here?
We had him.
He on the phone with Dwight right now. He on the phone with Dwight.
Damn.
Call you back.
So you got
Mars, you don't got to wait too long. That brother's on the list.
who?
Beautiful.
Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels makes it first at forward.
About damn time.
Wow.
Been robbed.
Jaden McDaniels takes one of the forward slots. All right, Chill. Back to you.
Evan Mobley.
Evan, his name is on the list. Damo, who you rocking with?
I'll go Evan Mobley.
Evan has 2. Jalen.
Drew Holiday.
Drew. Mars.
Nick Claxton until he makes it.
Nick Clax. Ox, who you got?
Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley is the other forward. So the forwards are scratched out now.
It's cool.
We have our 2 forwards. Now we got to get 2 guards and a center. Chill. What direction are you leaning towards?
Let's see. 2 guards. True Holiday.
Holla. Damo.
Anthony Davis until he makes it.
Guards.
Guards.
Guards or centers.
What-
Or centers. Guards or centers.
Or center.
Hey,
Oh,
Guards or centers.
I just thought we was going with guards. Anthony Davis, yes. That was my
AD?
next. Yeah, Anthony
All right.
Davis was my next. He was my next pick.
All right, Jalen.
Let's get AD in there. Deserves it.
Mars.
Nick Claxton until he makes it.
Got you. Ox.
Drew Holiday.
Holla. All right, well, it's AD. He will take the center position. So we have our front court. We got Jaden McDaniels, Evan Mobley, and Anthony Davis at center. All right, we are now down to 2 guards. So how was it that y'all went around?
Okay, great.
Drew Holiday.
Asor Thompson.
Jalen.
Drew Holiday.
Mars.
Asar Thompson.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Ox, who you got?
Mikal Bridges.
All right, so I have to be the tiebreaker, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it to the chat today. I'm gonna be a good old host, and I'm gonna let you guys decipher.
Dom,
Who
me
should
and you
be-
on the same page.
This boy done played one. This boy done played one
I
basketball.
was gonna say I want to wait and see.
And he's gonna make the all defensive team.
I'm just saying that's all.
And if he doesn't, it's because he's in Detroit.
That's a fact, and it's because he's a rookie, and they're being biased because of age. They're being ageist or whatever it is. Ageist, discriminatory against age, whatever it is. I don't give a damn.
Ageism.
Ageism. It's an example of ageism if he doesn't make it. There we go. Chill.
When was the last rookie to make all defensive team?
It don't
Duncan.
matter. 'Cause
Tim Duncan.
Duncan.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be the
First
first
team.
one since then.
It's
Big
not,
sword.
it's not ageism, Damo. If we're voting on against him right now, if we were to make this vote in March and the kid is who you say he is, then yeah, that's ageism. But he's played one fucking game.
And wait until I vote Wemby in here as well.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I watched him lock
And
up
Chet.
Jimmy. I watched him give Jimmy Butler 3 minutes of pressure.
But you
3
gotta vote
minutes
for
of
Claxton.
hell.
Whoa.
Yeah,
3
Claxton's a
minutes of
5.
hell.
Chet's
3
a 5.
minutes?
Wemby's a 4.
3 minutes, that's it. That boy need to work
I
on
was
his
gonna
That's
say,
all I seen. 3
Hey,
minutes. All I
we
need to see.
got a pill for that, Damo. There's a pill for that.
No, Drew Holiday's obviously going to beat Asar Thompson, so I don't mind Drew Holiday making
Shit,
it.
there's an app for that, Jalen. You only need to fill for 3 minutes.
All right, looks like Drew's running away with this right now. But while we're waiting, obviously we have super chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this happen. Tribe One said, "I need more Giannis and Dame pick and roll. The Bucks are going to dominate. Lakers need to bench D'Lo. Let Bron be PG. Start Hayes. No D, but son's scary for real."
Giannis doesn't impress me as a role.
I mean, I think the Damian Lillard pick and roll with Giannis. It's a good point.
Nah, Giannis needs to be better playing out that short roll, but he'll figure it out. They got time, but it didn't impress me that much in game 1.
Low key 870 said, "Ticket saying a player is washed doesn't hold weight. He's a known hater for real, unless it's Deion Sanders for real."
Ticket's
Everyone
definition of
hated.
wash was just different.
Kyrie the GOAT 1629 said KD was seeing 3 bodies and still cooked them. He far from washed.
He was shooting over a lot of double teams. And
Brandon Tate said, "What's the Dame talk? Quote unquote." I'm not reading that. Y'all be wilding with these super chats. All right.
That's hard-earned money, Ron. Read that. That's hard-earned money you used. Send that
Yo.
super chat.
All right, Drew Holiday packed up a sore, so Drew is next on the list. All right, we got one more guard.
34% of you. Shout out to 34%.
Only
Drew
34%
Holiday.
Mars,
Crazy.
the 34% don't mean it. They're just voting because you picked him.
Okay, shout out to them. What? I'm still shouting them out.
Shout him out if you want. I'm just putting context to it. That don't mean that fucking vote.
Let Mars shout him out. The fuck?
I can stop him from shouting him. I can't stop Mars from doing nothing. I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. Chill. It's back on you for the second guard on the first all defensive team. Who you got?
Ben Simmons.
Asor Thompson.
Benjamin.
Come on, Jalen. Be on the right side of history.
I might be on a different side of history. Give me Tyus Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just on a bad side. You're just
we on that side, baby. What's wrong with Tyus Jones defensively? I think Tyus Jones is actually phenomenal defensively.
what
are you
doing?
Tyus Jones.
You're trolling.
I'm telling you, man.
All right. Tyus Jones. Mars, who you got?
Trey Jones is better than Tyus Jones.
Oh wait, did I get to those? No, Tyus Jones. What's Tyus Jones?
Let me get Alex Caruso. Sorry, dumb.
AC. Ox, who you got?
Mikal Bridges.
Mikhail?
Does that mean everyone got one vote?
Yeah, everyone got one. So
I'll switch to Asor. I'll switch to Mikal.
No. What we're gonna no. Here's what we're gonna do. I need you guys to vote off one name. Vote one name out of the 5 off, and we're gonna let the chat determine.
I'm about to say
Definitely
Tyus Jones.
Definitely
All right,
Tyus.
Tyus is packed up. Tyus is all the way packed up. Chat, you guys are gonna decipher who is the next on the list.
Jalen, Winston votes. That's so American of you.
But they're gonna pick Mikal Bridges because they go on off reputation stuff. But it's cool.
Don't worry. Come December, January-ish, the reputation of Asor Thompson's defense is going to spread league wide.
They're not gonna be watching.
They're going to be forced to watch. He's going to play everybody's favorite team at least once by then. They're going to be forced to watch that 48 minutes of pressure.
Yeah, 48 minutes. You definitely on something.
So it's gonna go from 3 minutes of pressure to 48.
I was gonna say you want.
He played good defense the whole game. He just started off.
He just started off on no. He played more defense.
Wow.
It was just in that first 3 minutes guarding Jimmy Butler, who's by the playoff time a top 5 player in the NBA. So I assume that's a top 5 player. He get a nigga straight 3 minutes of disaster. His first 3 minutes on the court. I thought that was impressive. I haven't seen a rookie guard, a vet like that, who can get a bucket. Niggas love to talk about
doing it in the preseason too.
But that's the preseason, Mars. You know they don't really care about the preseason.
Yo, Damo.
Doing it in OTE.
Yo, Damo, hit up Asor. Tell him whatever pill he's taking from 3 to 48. Send me that.
Damn. Hey, Big Ox. If I could go if you go from 3 minutes to 48 minutes,
yo,
what?
It's almost Christmas time. My gift finna be crazy.
Line up the Rockettes, be.
I'm finna be like Cameron. Watch this. I'll put my leg up right there. Y'all
in painful. Yeah. I see what you're talking about, Ox. I see what you're talking about.
All right, y'all. The chat, the poll is running right now, and the Asor is off to a fast start. Hey, I see y'all envisioning that pill kicking in around mid-season. All right, I see. In the meantime, though,
Mikal Bridges is gonna win.
All right, I'm gonna let this run for a couple minutes. In the meantime, I got some super chats. So Styles Black sent one through. He said, "Them boys got lucky last night. We played terrible and still gave them everything they wanted. We're gonna be good when we get healthy."
Yeah,
Phoenix.
If y'all get healthy.
MP13 with another super chat said, in KD's defense, is there anyone at his age that can play 40 minutes while getting all the defensive attention and not get gas late in the game?
LeBron James.
You think Adamo finna send me a pill? Crazy work. Crazy work.
I was about to have a couple other kids on the way.
Reggie Red sent through a super chat and said, how would Prime Doc Rivers do in today's NBA?
He'd be Austin Rivers.
Oh, damn.
I think he'd be good.
I think Austin Rivers is good.
I don't think he might not be a top 10 coach. He might not.
No, we're talking about players. That's what I'm talking
player.
about. Yeah, we're talking about him. We're talking about player. Like, what kind of player would Doc Rivers be? Doc could get to the rim with the best of them. Doc could shoot in the mid-range. He was real good. And that's because, again, back then, that's where the game was played for guards. I mean, guys shot the long ball, but for the most part, the game was played in the mid-range, 15 to 18 feet. So Doc could create his own shot. And he was a really good facilitator. He wasn't Magic good or Dennis Johnson good. He wasn't that good, but he could pass.
To the people in the chat voting Mikal, can you guys tell me why Mikal Bridges is one of the 2 best guard defenders in the NBA, please? Without bringing up a minute in Phoenix.
Uh-oh. You know what that's called? Accountability. Tell us why.
No, because I'm genuinely curious, because maybe I watched a different Mikal Bridges in Brooklyn. Maybe I did. So I'm genuinely curious what
Let's hear it. Yes.
All right, y'all. Big Daddy P72 Palmer said, Mars, rank these situations. R. Kelly, Karl Malone, Dwight Howard, Lawrence Taylor, and Bill Cosby.
This is crazy, man.
So you read that one, but when someone calls Domo the homo, you don't read that
one. I really, if you see me mid super chat, I really didn't mean to put this up.
R. Kelly the worst, though, no doubt. R. Kelly definitely number 1.
No, Lawrence Taylor is the worst.
You think Lawrence Taylor's worse?
Oh, we're number 13 from the Utah.
Yeah, Utah.
I don't care what nobody say.
Bill Cosby got about 50 of them.
I don't care what nobody say. The scariest one is Dwight Howard. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. No. Everybody been out here making jokes and laughing. I would be terrified. I'm glad that nigga out of Charlotte. I'd be terrified he going around doing what he want to people.
That's
what?
True. He's 6'10", like 280.
To men. What?
Yo, Force Palacio is wild.
Force Palacio is crazy.
All right. On another note, DJ sent through a super chat and said the Lakers were struggling with KD.
Bro, Dwight, I see that. Zoom, we get a 1.
The Lakers were struggling with KD plus 4 Little Caesars workers. Sun's gonna be crazy, fully healthy.
I'm telling you, don't disrespect them, though. They're not Little Caesars.
You know what's funny? Ain't no grown man never ate Little Caesars by themselves and thought it sucked. So I don't care what you're talking about.
And by the way, to the people whose explanation for Mikal Bridges was because he's better than a star.
All you got is $5.
I picked Alex Caruso.
Okay, whoa, hold on, Mars. One more time. The people who said that Mikal,
so the people whose explanation for Mikal Bridges when I asked you was because he's better than Asar Thompson. I picked Alex Caruso. Okay. So instead of just trying to deflect, answer the question. Why is Mikal Bridges one of the 2 best guard defenders in the NBA? Don't try and deflect the answer and try to put something on me. I picked Alex Caruso. Someone said because he's a better on-ball defender than all of them. That's a straight out lie. Alex Caruso is better. So once again, explain to me why Mikal Bridges is one of the 2 best guard defenders in the game.
And please, and while you're explaining, folks, just so you know, because I said so is not an answer. That's not.
That's true.
Okay. That's not an answer.
Well, what if Stone Cold Steve Austin said so?
Still not an answer.
All right. Mikal Bridges has made the first team all defense for player's choice. So we have Drew Holiday at 1 guard, Mikal Bridges at the 2nd guard, Jaden McDaniels at a forward, Evan Mobley at a forward, and Anthony Davis at the 5. This is what our first team's looking like, fellas. How does this team look?
That's a good team.
How's it stacking up?
Mikal Bridges is incorrect, but it's fine.
I mean,
the person who said Alex Caruso looks better because he's guarding bench players, you've never heard of staggered minutes in your life, because that's not true. But once again, it's cool. I realize the more I actually speak to you guys, that some of you guys don't know what you're talking about.
That's my issue. That's
I still like the chat, and a lot of you guys I do like, but some of you guys don't know what you're talking about at all.
I like this. I like this team as an all defensive team, but honestly, just as a team all around, I'll rock with this squad.
For sure.
This squad is crazy.
What does this squad do in the NBA?
In the West, they're a top 5 seed.
Are they
in the 40? It depends who the bench is. You're not playing them all 48 minutes.
Well, I know. I'm just assuming that they got.
It's the best starting 5 in the West. Though.
Let's make the second team best 35.
You think this is the best starting 5 in the West?
Yes. I mean,
Holiday, Bridges, Jaden McDaniels, Evan Mobley, and AD. What 5 in the Western Conference better than that?
That's true. Yeah.
The Suns.
It's probably the Suns are more top heavy, but the Suns 4 and 5. The Suns are more top heavy.
So what's the 5 for the Clippers? Give me the 5 starters.
Russ, Russ,
Kawhi, George,
Leonard, George, Zubac, and Morris.
I mean,
you literally named 2 guys who, without a doubt, get cleared by people on this list, which is Morris and Zubac, and then Russ. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even being a hater.
Zubac competes.
Any given day, Drew Holiday is better than Russ. So I don't think that, and so you're relying on what 2 of the 3 starters being better, and that gap is really. I mean, that gap is pretty close. I don't
Dumb
know.
one. It's not as simple as that.
That's not how basketball works. We don't just say he's better than this guy, he's better than this guy, he's better than this guy. So
If you
then
want position by position, if you're saying who's the best
AD clears Zubac. AD clears him.
yes, he
yeah, but
clears
Zubac
Zubac.
competes though. Zubac competes.
He could compete all day. AD
What?
clears him. AD clears him.
I'm fine with that. I'm not.
100%.
I'm saying.
And Evan Mobley a year,
game,
right? And a basketball game in 5-on-5. Evan Mobley clears Morris today. Yes, he does.
Morris punking Evan Mobley.
Marcus Morris shouldn't even be in the NBA anymore. He's not that good. But he's not starting. I think Robert Covington started on day one.
Yeah.
Covington is still not better than.
I think.
He's not. But
Mobley's better than him too.
I mean,
I'll take PG over. I'll take PG over McDaniels. I guess. I guess I'll take PG over McDaniels. I'm taking Mikal over Kawhi.
See, that's the problem right there.
When I say it's the best starting five in the league, I don't mean it as talent for talent. This player,
no, that's not the way that works.
How that team would look,
as
a unit and defensively is better than any starting five the West can put out. I don't care if Kawhi and Paul George are the two best players. Cool. The rest of the starting five, cohesively and defensively, and what they could be able to do on the floor. That starting five, hypothetically.
The more I talk to you, I realize you just don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. You're right, man. You're right. If I said everything I say with an American accent, I'd be off the show. I'm just here. I'm the token European.
By the way, respect Zubac. He had 20 and 12 opening night.
I like Zubac.
The backup to DeAndre Ayton?
Just so we clear.
Robert Williams the third?
Just so we clear, London is
not the best backup big in the league.
Make sure we clear.
No, it's not.
Who's better than him? Don't say Harden.
Mo Wagner's better.
Robert Williams,
yeah. In the bag. Right. In the bag for Mo Wagner's better. Now what? Let's talk about it.
Hey, I like Mo.
I forgot about little Mo.
You like Mo. Yeah, all y'all did. I know.
All right, y'all. All defensive second team. It's about that time. Chill Town. Who you rocking with?
Hey, are we gonna do this like the same way around? Can we just like can we do guard, forward, center? It makes it a lot easier.
All right, we could do that. We could do that. Let's start with the guards. You got you.
You said Mikal Bridges is off the list. Is that correct?
Yes, Drew Mikal.
Ben Simmons.
Benjamin. All right, Damo. Who you rocking with?
Ben Simmons.
Ben. Jalen. Tyus.
I'm gonna go with Giannis.
Guard.
Jalen,
would you focus, Jalen?
My bad. We in the chat too. My bad.
Yeah. Focus.
Guard will go. All right, fine. We'll go Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons.
All right, Mars. Who you got?
It doesn't matter anymore. But Alex Caruso.
AC Fresh from Mars. Ox. Who you want to go with?
I want to go with Derek White.
I'm not mad at that.
I don't hate the Derek White logic.
Respectable.
All right, Ben Simmons has it as.
I have a question.
What's up?
If the Nets start, if Mikal Bridges is a guard and the Nets start Spencer Dinwiddie, how is Ben Simmons a guard?
Wait one more time.
If the Nets start Spencer Dinwiddie and Mikal Bridges got listed as a guard, how is Ben Simmons also a guard?
He's the primary ball handler. He's their lead guard.
My question is, who do you go by in terms of?
Yes.
No, but the All-NBA defensive team has two guards.
I think they go by what you go. I think Mikal was the 3. I think it was listed as the 3.
My point is, how are both of them on this list?
I thought Mikal was a forward too.
Mikal was
so do I, but my point is, how are both of them on the list?
Last season, Mikal Bridges was listed as a guard. That was last
on the all defensive team.
But he didn't make the all defensive team last year, and he was listed as a guard.
Well, just because the all defensive only once you get 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center doesn't mean that a team can't start 3 guards. A team can start 4 guards if they want to. But that doesn't mean these guys aren't guards just because on the all defensive team
but they wouldn't get voted in as a guard if they don't play guard on their team. Is my point.
If they do, but that's what I'm saying, Mars. If he is a guard, just because the all defensive team has 2 guards and 2 forwards, like for instance, like Damo be saying with Darvin Ham, if he starts D'Lo, Austin Reeves. And what's my guy from Miami?
Torian Prince.
That's 3
Gabe
guards.
Vincent.
That's 3 guards. So just because
if 2 of them made the team, they would vote one of them in as a 3.
I just want to show
a 1, 2, and 3.
It's showing. I don't know if y'all see this. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
It has Ben Simmons listed as a point guard right here.
Zoom in, Damo. Can you zoom in?
It got my Bridges.
Mikal small forward. Yeah, he got Mikal.
Yeah, that's my issue isn't with Ben Simmons being a guard or whatever. My issue is with both of them being a guard if Spencer Dinwiddie starts. That's my
fair.
issue. I want
That's
both
fair.
of them guards.
Again, I don't know who you go by in terms of where players are listed, but on ESPN, they got that nigga listed as a point guard and Mikal as a 3.
All right, so what y'all want to do?
Do we have-
Y'all want to vote for another
we
guard
can keep
first
it.
team?
We can keep it. It's fine. I don't mind. We can keep it, but I'm just curious how. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
mean, I can always.
Everybody go to the bench.
Whoever
Alex Caruso not gonna make it anyway. I'm gonna keep both of them. So
I was actually Mars.
Don't be discouraged, Mars.
I'm discouraged.
I mean, whoever
All right.
can't we just whoever got first guard in the second team replace him for Mikal Bridges and then put Mikal Bridges as the forward in the second team or what?
Well, not if the 2 forwards about, but we'll keep it like this. It's fine. We can keep it like this. It doesn't make a difference. I was just asking.
All right, we got one more guard. Who you guys rocking with? Chill, it's on you first.
Who's that other guard? So Jaden McDaniels is off the board. He's a forward. So I don't think Marcus Smart is making all-league defensive team this year. I don't. The problem that I'm having with Alex Caruso, Mars, is the exact reason why he made the crew with the staggered minutes. Like, I would like to see him play more minutes, but then I'm kind of torn because, I mean, I watched Michael Cooper win the Defensive Player of the Year, and he played the same amount of minutes as Alex Caruso. So I'm gonna have to go with Alex Caruso because I think he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. Of all the guys in the game, I think he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. I'll go Alex Caruso, sure.
All right, Alex Caruso.
I'm going to Sora Thomas, the best on-ball defender in the game.
I'm going Derek White.
And Derek White's nice as well. Like, I can't even hate. Alex Caruso.
Excuse me.
Ox.
He not here.
No Ox.
He picked Derek White last time.
Yes, he did.
Damo said the Bills on that fast FedEx. He working.
He did pick Derek White last time, so I think it's reasonable.
There he is right there, as a matter of fact. Who you got, Big Ox?
Derek White.
That was
All right,
2-2. That was 20 seconds, Ox. That was 20 seconds.
All right, y'all. Chat, coming straight to you to pick between Derek White and Alex Caruso.
I don't even mind.
Who else picked Derek?
Jalen.
Why does it matter who else picked the Big Ox? Like,
He wanted to know who else was on the right side of his team.
Okay.
W picks.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
One day
Alex Caruso, Derek White. Y'all go ahead and choose that. The poll is up right now. While you guys are choosing, we got super chats.
Hey, they were both first team last year? Or was Alex second team?
Alex was first team, no?
Yeah,
Alex
and True. Yeah, Alex and True.
Derek was second team.
Derek White was second team.
I'm very high on Derek White, so this is inconsequential to me.
Brandon Tate said he looking like that because Dame made him look even more stupid than he normally does.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know.
He didn't put a name up there.
I think he's talking about me because he wants me to glaze Damian Lillard. I'm not going to. Bum ass nigga. He's still a loser. Damian Lillard is still a fucking loser. Brandon, the fuck?
Damn. All right.
What?
Brandon, bit off more than you could chew. The Quay White said, I'm like 5 minutes back, but the Lakers have 3 centers. 4 if you think Vando can play the 5 when he gets back. There's never a reason Bron is at the 5.
Vando can't play 5.
There most certainly is a reason sometimes when Bron is at
Last
the 5.
night he could have played the 5. If KD's at the 5, Vando can play the 5. For small ball,
at the 5, LeBron can play the 5.
You're right.
And if Vando's healthy, I would rather him being at the 5 if KD's on the floor versus LeBron.
Dort's a good pick.
I think you benefit much more offensively with LeBron at the 5 against the KD.
I think we benefit much more
offensively. 100% you do.
I think we benefit much more offensively without Darvin Ham as our coach. So there's a lot of things we benefit from offensively.
Midnight. See, when you say stuff like this, Midnight, no Lou Dort love, which there's plenty of us who know the defender that Lou Dort is. But on this list that we have currently, Lou Dort is on. Who comes off the list? Can you give me legit logic on who comes off the list if Lou Dort is on the list?
I mean, Kelly Bridges.
You think so? For Lou Dort, Mikal Bridges comes off the list. Can you give?
I think Lou Dort's a wing because they have Shane Giddy anyway, so I wouldn't put him as a guard. But if we're doing that, I think
Mars, you arguing technicalities. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about these guys.
I think Mikal Bridges is a better defender than Lou
right.
Dort.
That's what we're
talking
talking
one of them
about.
has to come off. It would be Mikal Bridges for me. That's what I'm saying.
On a technicality, not because he's a better defender, not because he's an inferior defender, but because of a technicality.
No, you said which one would have to come off. I'm saying of the four that we have,
right?
Mikal Bridges being the worst defender to me, he'd be the one to have to come off. But I wouldn't take him off for Lou Dort. So
that's the point.
I'm with you. I'm just saying. And also Lou Dort is a wing to me. He's not a guard, even though he's 6'3", but he plays the 3. So
all right, fellas. Alex Caruso is the second guard on second team all defensive team for player's choice. Now we're on to the forwards. Chilltown, who are you rocking with as a forward second team?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Damo.
Dylan Brooks.
Thank you. Okay, nice. That's 2 votes.
Jalen?
Scotty Barnes or nobody.
Okay.
Over OG?
Mars?
I mean, they're right. I could put both of them on this list, Chilltown. Give me Scotty and OG.
Wow.
Mars, you said Dylan?
Yep.
Well, they're both not going to make the list unless Ox has something to say about this.
I think the obvious answer is Kelly Oubre.
Yeah.
but nah, for real though, I got Dylan for sure.
All right, Delon Brooks makes second team all defense.
I'm not mad at that Scotty pick though, John. I'm not mad at that.
I'm all in on Scotty.
He won't get my vote today, but I'm not mad.
Over OG though.
I didn't watch that first game, but considering how low scoring the game was, I'd assume there was some defense being played.
Yes, it was. And Anthony Edwards, if you just box score watching, what did he go 8 for 27 or something like that?
Yeah, he struggled. He was
the way people were trying to kill Jalen Green, he ain't going 8 for 27. Just saying.
But he wasn't going up against Scotty and OG.
He went up against Jonathan Isaac.
Scotty and OG, I'm telling you, they were playing different.
Jonathan Isaac. Hey, you lucky they ain't 3 defensive teams. Jonathan Isaac would have got a vote.
It's good. It's good to see Jonathan back. I hope he stays healthy for sure.
Yeah, so do I. I really hope he can stay healthy.
Chilltown is back on you. The second forward. We have Ben Simmons, Alex Caruso, and Dylan Brooks so far. Who is the second forward?
Giannis
gets another vote. Damo.
Be by myself on this one.
I'm mad niggas was talking about him because if he stay healthy, my vote is after Jonathan Isaac. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Dark-skinned Republican Ben Simmons, I call him.
Okay. Jalen.
Scotty Barnes.
Feeling like a black Republican.
Scotty.
Shout out
Mars.
Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac.
Great pick, y'all. Great pick. I like what y'all doing up there.
We holding it down for the teams that no one watches.
Take it.
No ticket.
So you got
Herb Jones.
Damn, so Isaac wins it or Rod vote?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't vote Wemby because I wanted Jonathan Isaac to win.
And no, we don't have
Wemby's
Giannis
a forward, huh?
Team, yeah, this is gonna get hate with no Giannis.
Jonathan Isaac is second team all defense.
I'm definitely putting Herb Jones ahead of Dylan Brooks though.
I like Herb.
All right, so this is what we looking like right now.
Doesn't bother me.
First team, second team. This is what it is. Feast your eyes on the screen. Now we have to come up with a center. Chill.
Do the right thing, y'all. Do the right thing.
Bam Bam.
Damo.
Jalen Duran.
I was gonna. You know what, Damo? Damo. I'm on the Bill Belichick, Tom Brady train. Where when they had Drew Bledsoe, when he wanted to start Brady, he just didn't feel like he would have got some. He just wasn't ready to do it yet, but he felt like he was there. That's kind of like I think Duran could make the All-League defensive team this year. I do. But
if there was 3 teams, sure, but
there's
only 2.
It's only 2 though. Yes.
Jalen, lock in on this pick. Jalen, lock in, please.
I got a guy I want to show love to though.
Show love and then make your real pick. Show love and then
Don't
make
just show love.
You're on the
Jalen.
right
Make
side of
a real
history.
pick, bro.
You're on the right side of history, Jalen. Come on.
please.
You know what? We're gonna be on the right side of history. I'm going to the Utah Jazz. Give me my boy Walker Kessler.
I'm not mad at that, Jalen.
No, I
That's
don't
not
hate
a
that at all.
terrible
I'm not
pick.
mad at that,
I don't
Jalen.
It's
hate
not a
that.
terrible pick.
I don't hate that at all. I don't.
It's the wrong side of history, though.
Anybody saying Durant isn't making it, let me know why. Tell me why he's not making it.
Glass
Other than
cleaner.
he's too young. Other than he's too young. Because his
Chat,
ability.
y'all cook him, otherwise I will.
Oh, yeah. I gotta hear this.
Mhm.
No, I'm gonna let the chat do it. Chat,
Let
get
me
this
hear
nigga, man.
why he won't be a second team all defense as a center and don't say nothing about his age. Let me hear.
I'm about to tell you
based on
right
his
now,
game.
Damo, with my pick. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, let me hear it, Ox.
Skip Mars.
No,
That's
I'm waiting.
disrespectful. That's ageist, right?
Nick Claxton.
Thank you, Mars. That's why, right there.
Praise
You
the
don't even
Lord.
gotta
Thank you.
ask me,
Praise the
bro.
Lord.
You don't even gotta ask me,
Yeah,
bro.
praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
You don't even gotta
He
ask
didn't-
me, bro. Come on. Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
Nick Claxton should have been first team.
That's before him. Yeah, Nick Claxton gonna get respect someday. I don't know how long it's gonna take. He's gonna get respect.
Go ahead and stamp that, Ron.
Would you put him first team over Davis?
No, when they said AD, I was thinking the game threshold.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went to Claxton. But when you say AD, I'm not arguing against AD.
Fair enough.
He's definitely he's making second team. He has to.
They need
All
a
right, so
third
Bob,
team.
you going Nick Claxton too?
Yes, 100% going Nick Claxton. I don't even think it's a debate.
I wish Dell was here.
He wouldn't pick Jalen Duran.
He definitely wouldn't pick Giannis.
I pick
I don't
King.
care.
He definitely wouldn't have picked
Nick
Giannis.
Claxton.
Yeah, he would have picked Bam for sure. He would have picked Bam.
All right, fellas, this is what the list is looking like. This is what we got. First team, Drew Holiday, Mikal Bridges, Jaden McDaniels, Evan Mobley, and Anthony Davis. Second team, you got Ben Simmons, Alex Caruso, Dylan Brooks, Jonathan Isaac, and Nick Clickety Clacks.
Just so you know,
Hey.
folks. This team does not express all of our views. No, it's just certain of us on here. Okay, this is not unanimous that we all said this. No.
Now we
If
all agree with
Brooklyn
this.
have three
This is
legitimate all defensive guys, they're going to be in the playoffs. Like if these
Yeah,
guys legitimately make it and deserve it, not just reputation with,
Right.
they'll be in the playoffs.
If Isaac
Their
plays
offense has
enough
to be
games,
horrible if they're not.
if Isaac
Yeah,
plays
right.
enough games and makes this list at the end of the season, that'd be impressive to come.
Yo, if Isaac plays enough games, like Damo, I know you've been high on the Magic. Who else is Ox? Mars? You've been high on the Magic too, right? Even Chill, you've came around to the Magic too. If Jonathan Isaac gets added to this group, and you got guys like Franz Wagner, Paulo, Jonathan Isaac, and then you also got big guards too, Markelle Fultz, Anthony Black, and they can run them big ass lineups where you could switch and everybody can guard everybody. They're going to be a problem. If Jonathan Isaac is healthy all year, the Magic, I feel a lot. I didn't know he was healthy right now. So now I got to switch up my tune to the Magic. If he's healthy,
He
watch
was
out.
causing havoc for us, like literally havoc, and it was sad to watch. So I mean, yeah, but
Ain't
I've
that
been
big?
high on Jonathan Isaac. I just wish he
I gotta
fell.
watch him
You
more.
know,
I was pushing for him to be a defensive player of the year candidate the year he got hurt, but then he just didn't play again for another 7 years. So
How old is Jonathan Isaac? Like
I want to
24?
say 25. I want to say 25.
Yeah, that
But
could be
I was
scary,
pushing for
'cause
him to be like a defensive player of the year when he was like 22. He just didn't play
Yeah.
a game since.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and finish the show off with some good old super chats. BD Production said Katie's passing ability and ability to get others involved is horrible.
Yeah, he should he missed some passes, took some bad shots down the stretch, which Devin Booker didn't do the game before.
Devin Booker's a clearly
Westbrook
better
took the team
passer.
from him. That reason right there. That's why Westbrook took the team from him.
There were a couple turnovers KD got that just simply weren't his fault though. His team
Yeah.
must be doing some nonsense stuff and not helping him out at all. But then he's not a great passer, especially on double teams. So I don't think he's gonna have to deal with that a whole lot when Booker's back and Bill eventually plays.
Hayward Jablomi said, I'm not a big KD guy, but the disrespect is unreal. He dropped 39 with no co-stars and still no love. For me, he's top 5 all time. Argue with yourself and your mama.
Realistically, if you don't have your co-stars, it's more likely you score more points than the reverse. But I get what you're trying to say, and if he's top 5 for you,
top 5 all crazy.
Top 5. I mean, do I say top 5?
I mean, he's top 5 all time for him. You can't tell him he ain't seen 5 better players.
Top 5
he ain't
scorer,
seen
I
5
can
better players than
understand.
KD, then he ain't seen 5 better players than KD.
First of all, if he's saying he hasn't seen 5 players all time better than KD, I'm just gonna assume the nigga's blind and has been going around the world without glasses and contacts.
Hey, look, KD over Steph Curry all the time. I'm still going with
See,
that.
but look right here. See in the chat right here. This is the problem with basketball. He said, "I'm not purple political breakdown." Puts the quotes. I'm not a big KD guy, and also he's top 5 all time. Like that's a problem. You don't have to like a player. You don't have to be a fan of a player to understand that he's a good player. That's what's wrong with y'all. Everybody just wants to just jockstrap sniff who they're fans of. Just respect basketball. Respect basketball.
And now Dale's catching strays.
He's not top 5.
Is that Dale's burner account?
We got him.
That's Rodell.
We got
Yeah,
him.
purple is Rodell. Yeah. Shout out this political podcast.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I thought they were actually giving talking about Dale.
He made the worst build in 2K history. Shout out to Rodell. Worst build ever.
Those two statements in one sentence don't make sense. That's crazy, bro. Just respect basketball. See, y'all fanboys instead of basketball fans. Well, y'all don't like basketball. Y'all just like the excitement and shit.
Ox, that's some bullshit that you talking about. Because you got Scottie Pippen in the top 10, and he's your favorite player. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah, but that's what you're
talking about.
Get
I revised my top 10. I revised my top 10 shit, and maybe you missed it. But I do want to say this. I'm not saying that you can't be a fan of people. All I'm saying is don't act like you have to like a player in order to respect how good they are.
Of course, yeah.
You talking the reverse of that shit, Tim.
You can respect that. I can respect. I might not be a big fan of your game, but respect how I can respect your game too.
Yeah. So
when I say I'm not a big such and such guy, but this dude is a top 5 player all time. Whoa,
there's nothing wrong with that. See, y'all want to have to like the player. You don't have to like the player to respect his greatness. For instance, Kobe Bryant. I hated Kobe's guts, but that's Kobe Bryant. Right. Like I gotta respect that. I gotta respect when he comes. I gotta respect that when he comes to Arthur Arena, he be busting our ass, and I hate him. So that's why Kobe. That's why Kobe's number. What is it on my list? 6, 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. Because of that. I didn't fuck with Kobe Bryant, not even a little bit. But come on,
I'm not a big fan of most of the players.
I don't gotta be a Kobe guy. I wasn't a Shaq guy either. But that's the Diesel. Mm-hmm. I got 2 Lakers top 5. I got 3 Lakers, 4 Lakers. I got 4 Lakers top 6 all time. Come on, bro. That's just because it's basketball. Right. It's not about my feelings.
MP13 said, "I'm never going to tell someone to sacrifice generational wealth in game 2 of the season because people like Chilltown want guys to prioritize pride."
I didn't say anything prioritizing pride. What I am saying is that if you are available to come to work, you should be working. Period. That's it. That's all I said.
No doubt.
All right.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm at. That's all I said, Big Ox. I ain't saying that, you got a slip disc in your back, get your ass to work. You got your knee is the size of a cantaloupe. You still should be. No, that's not what I'm saying.
If you get a paper cut, though, come to work.
Hey, you ain't trying to shoot with a paper cut?
I mean, hey.
All right, going back into the super chats, the Tribe One said, "Where does Darvin Ham rank among coaches in the NBA?"
Damn, you ain't watched our show where we ranked with the coaches?
We did a whole thing.
Lock in, man. We did a whole show.
We did a whole thing about that.
Yeah, you
Let me see. I can pop it up.
No, don't do that, fam. Tell us to go watch the show.
We had Darvin Ham ranked. God damn, Darvin.
Like
25.
Yeah, 25.
He's at the bottom. In the bottom.
Hey, where'd y'all put Mike Brown?
Top 10?
Bullethead.
Yeah. 8.
Definitely top 10.
Yeah, Bullethead was 8.
Top 10.
That's fire. Y'all seen him cussing Malik Monk out in practice? That's what I'm talking about. We need that type of energy. Cussing Malik Monk.
Hey, Big Ox, you know what, from time to time, and why does this get overlooked? And I'm not gonna hold you guys up, but what's wrong with cussing somebody out from time to time? Ain't nobody getting cussed out like they used to. I know that we live in a time where guys are making a lot of money, social media is what it is, and everybody's more accessible to people, but what's wrong with checking somebody? What happened to them days?
That's what it is, Chilltown. These youngsters, I'm a grown man. You're not gonna talk.
You out of line.
Shut up, nigga.
Run your ass back on defense. I'm
Man.
sorry. Hey, could you run back
I'm
on
too rich
defense?
to talk to you
No.
like that.
Get your motherfucking ass back on defense. Matter of fact, come sit over here with me.
I'm tired of these weak ass rich niggas, man. These niggas just
Yeah.
You jive ass chump mother. Keep it pushing. Damo with a super chat directed to him from Irda said Damo gives AD no smoke. It's sad.
I mean, AD played well yesterday. There's really not much to kind of bash him on. He stepped up. He was called down. And he stepped up.
Okay, well, how do you feel about this super chat, Jalen? From Air Buddy Unleashed, he said James stunk. Stop making excuses for him. Grill.
I don't know what game y'all were watching.
Game you was watching. He did not stink.
Yeah, 100%.
No, he did not.
Playmaking, passing.
Yeah.
Well, game time. He lowered his shoulder down, got to the rim.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Even at his age.
That's crazy to me.
Should have put him on the defensive team as well.
Yo, what? This is getting ridiculous. Chill. I'm not trying to direct anything towards you, but yo, what's up with the intro to Buddy verse? Cooked and Bob Grilltown, you sound sad, bro. And then two Buddy. So we got one Buddy, two Buddy, intro to Buddy verse. Two Buddy said Grilltown, stop crying, bro. It's been 2 games.
Yeah, Buddy.
You know, this whole Buddy thing is getting out of hand.
Aliases. That's tough.
Chilltown left Buddy's mom, bro. He's upset about it.
I'm a.
Yo,
heart, man.
Jonah, don't become a target, bro.
Wait, and why is that, Big Ox? Just so you know, we almost done here. Do you know that this dude? Because I pay attention now. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but it's now mandated It's now mandated on us that we have to pay attention to the chat and we have to be more engaging in the chat. Just so you know, we've been on here for about 3 hours now. The entire time, this dude is on here talking about me, but he calls me emotional.
Yo, chill. They went for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
just using your phrases.
Right. Just call, but
I was reading that. That
calls me emotional.
I'm not gonna lie. That was impressive. That means they paid attention.
That's crazy. But I'm emotional. You spend your entire time here. We actually having really good basketball conversation, but you spend your entire time here talking about me. I'm in your dreams, homeboy. It's obvious.
Damn, buddy.
It's obvious. I'm thinking to myself, yo, the only reason why you upset with somebody is for 3 reasons. You owe them some money, you smash somebody that they want, or you want their job. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. So I'm in your dreams, homeboy.
All right, y'all.
Homeboy.
We got one more super chat from Drink More Water. He said, how does a guy that makes first team all defense unanimously for 5 straight years can't make a team? If you think he's fallen off, you were wrong. Giannis led the league in defensive field goal percentage at the rim, 48%, and overall, 42% last year.
That is nuts.
Yeah, Giannis 100% deserves,
that is nuts.
Yeah, man, you're out of pocket. I can't believe it.
I was the old and with the new. These youngsters is taking over. We got to accept this.
Who are the forwards?
I don't know how Giannis didn't make it.
Who are the forwards on the first team?
Dylan Brooks and Jonathan Isaac. Oh,
and the first team is
first team.
Jaden McDaniels and Evan Mobley.
You think Jaden McDaniels over Giannis?
Well, he's a 3. Giannis isn't.
Yeah, I mean, but it's forwards. So it's both forwards.
It's just forwards, right?
I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was picking Jaden McDaniels until he made it. So.
Gotcha.
All right, y'all. On the way out, this is the list right here. Feel how you feel about it. This is what it is. We will be back Monday. You guys be sure to come pull up, tap in. We'll talk about everything that happened over the weekend and all the good current news at that moment in time. After this, we have Open Gym. And after Open Gym, we have a show called Even the Odds. If you are a sports bettor or gambler or fantasy player, that's where you want to tap in with. PC Anime today and tap in with us over the weekend. We got a lot of shows on Sunday. We got a Saturday show, some Saturday show with some guy named Chill or something like that. I don't know. You guys be sure to tap into that too. Other than that, man, y'all take it light.
But take it.
I like that beam, man. I like that beam.
Easy. Stay safe this
weekend.
Hey,
chill. KD, are you in ticket shaking in y'all drawers? Chill town.
That dude, he's still